Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Whoa. This is the minds are being, well, let's say minds are being blown.
One mind is
being blown. Late Night Alternative, Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle.
Yes.
And we're trying to do a new thing. I think to get more listeners, we've got hardly any listeners, Katie.
I find that hard to believe.
You need to lift it up and talk really close to it.
Okay, like
there
this.
We go. You don't have to hold it, though.
I know.
There
I
you
just
go.
like to cradle it.
We thought what we do is we do a new feature where guests who are coming on the show, they come in 1 week before they're coming on to kind of tease up their main interview a week later.
It's like a pre-drink.
Yeah. So you're going to be on the show next week.
Totally.
Talking about stuff that we can't talk about tonight.
There's an embargo.
It's verboten.
Yeah.
It's unbongoed, so we can't talk about it, which is exciting. What happens, I'm not going to, but what happens if you break an embargo? I mean, what's the forfeit?
I think you're on a blacklist and you can't play with the other kids.
Wow.
Yeah. And they never tell you any secrets ever
We
again.
don't want to be on Katie Puckrik's blacklist.
Yeah.
That would be horrendous. But most of the embargoed stuff, yours isn't. Yours is exciting. Yours is good.
Yeah.
But most of the embargoed stuff is rubbish. It's like, it cannot be announced until midnight. A survey has found that some people like Prince Charles.
Or it's donut day.
Donut day. Do not announce until midnight. Who cares?
Well, there could be a rush on donuts. I think that there is a reason for
A Russian donut.
a rush on. Oh, Russian donuts. Yeah, that too.
We were talking there about the Beach Boys. That was the Beach Boys I played, and I played that for a reason. Does anybody know? First of all, it's my favourite Beach Boys song. The first time I interviewed Brian Wilson said, "Oh, what's your favourite Beach Boys song?" And I said,
God, he's like quizzing you so that if you're going to pass muster.
Yes, and so I said, "Oh, it's Marcella." Really? You like that? I mean, it made it sound like Scooby there. Really?
Well, he wasn't involved. That wasn't really one of his, was it? He was like in the sandbox.
He wrote that song, though. He wrote it.
Yeah,
he wrote it. It's about a nurse that used to give him blowjobs. Apparently.
Huh.
So, and he said, "Really, you like that? Really, you like that song?" I was doing a good Brian the other week. I can't do it. "Really, you like that song?" And then he started singing it to me.
Oh, nice.
He sang it. He sang Marcella to me. But you were saying that's also one of Elton John's favourites.
Yeah, Elton loves the album that it's from. What's the name of that album?
Carl and the Passion, So Tough.
Oh, right. So he wrote the sleeve notes for it.
Really?
And yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the sleeve notes for the original release of it, but when it came out on CD and they repackaged them. And Elton says that is his favorite Beach Boys album.
It's a weird one.
And well, the funny thing is when you listen to the harmonies and the way some of that material kind of chugs along, you can hear that in Elton's mid-70s work.
Yeah.
In especially some of his kind of throwback rock and roll things that are on Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of...
It's a strange album.
Yeah, kind of late-era Beach Boys in mid-era Elton John.
There you go, you see. That's what we call rock maths. I've always thought that... Now, let me get the formula for this right. Sparks divided by bare naked ladies equals They Might Be Giants.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's rock maths. It does work. There's a formula there.
Yeah, but all those bands that you just mentioned just gave me indigestion when you said them all together.
Too much band.
Imagine what a bill.
Too much quirk.
Yeah, there's a lot of quirk.
And too much whimsy.
There's a lot of bounce as well going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of bounce.
There's Brian Wilson's quit touring.
Oh. Actually...
No, well, exactly. I think. But listen. He did a statement. This is genuinely sad, right? This has upset me, so stop taking the mick.
I'm not taking the mick. I'm just thinking maybe it's better for him.
Brian Wilson phoned me up at home once. It's no secret I've been living with mental illness for many decades. There were times when it was unbearable, but with doctors and medications, I've been able to have a wonderful, healthy and productive life. However, after my last back surgery, I started feeling strange. It's been pretty scary for a while. I was not feeling like myself. Mentally insecure is how I describe it. We're not sure what's causing it, but I do know it's not good for me to be on the road right now, so I'm heading back to Los Angeles. It crept back and I've been struggling with stuff in my head and saying things I don't mean and I don't know why. I'm going to rest, recover and work with my doctors. That's the saddest.
When did he say that? Was that recently?
This is today.
Because I thought that he'd already thrown in the Brian Wilson towel.
No, he picked up that, but he was just reserving a sun lounger. He's picked it up again and was doing this.
Because I thought he did that last big tour, because I saw him a couple times on the Brian Wilson version of the Beach Boys, with the younger guys.
The young guys.
Did any of you see that tour?
Yeah.
The thing that I loved about it was, it was in two halves. So when they approached the end of the first half, and he just finished playing his keyboard parts. They had him just set up at the front of the stage with his electric piano, and he would just be plinky plonking along.
He didn't even. Did he touch it with you? Because when I was there with my 6-year-old, went, "Daddy, why is he not even playing the piano?"
He did a little plinky plonky.
He did some plinky plonky.
Yeah, but he had that kind of Parkinson's sort of frozen aspect.
Yeah.
And but the thing that was quite enjoyable was as they kind of smoothly lurched their way to the end of the song in the first half. He just hightailed it for the exit.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even wait for the closing notes. He just got up and
goes.
He kind of had a Frankenstein's monster sort of stomp. Who knows what kind of medication. It's like there's
someone off the wings with a remote control going, right, must get Brian back. Now let's bring him back. It is
a little bit like that. So he was just like, what? My part's done. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And off he went.
That's sad.
That's why I think maybe it's for the best.
I think it's probably for the best. I saw Glenn Campbell on his last tour.
Was that a good idea to do that for you or Glenn?
No, I interviewed him. Right, I love Glenn Campbell, and I interviewed him. And the PR, it's when he came out as he had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Stay there, Alan. Stay there, Nigel. And the PR said he's got Alzheimer's. He's fine. He'll forget what day it is. He's fine. He didn't even remember who Jimmy Webb was when I asked him about Jimmy Webb, and I'm sat there going, "Oh my God, Jimmy Webb!" Now, and we turned to his wife, "Jimmy Webb, do I know that guy? I don't know that." She goes, "Yes, Glenn, you met him in 1968," and Jimmy Webb. Okay, I met him in 1968, and the concert was great, but for the whole concert, I was just clutching the thing, thinking, I know how ill this guy really is. And then there was a bit he's doing dueling banjos with his daughter, and he was just in the wrong fret, and he's playing the whole thing a semitone too high, and it was, and he forgot the words.
But after the interview, didn't he try to come home with you?
Oh God, he came home with me and my producer. He left with us, and we had to go. No, Glenn, that's your wife over there. Will you go back? Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
But on the plus side, you must have had a trustworthy demeanor.
Oh God, yeah, I stole his wallet. It was incredible. Have you seen that film about him? I'm Glenn Campbell. I'm still here. I'm still me. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot. So it's a heartbreaking film about that last tour. And by that, they have to cancel the last few dates and the last few concerts he plays. He's obviously frustrated because his hands are going and and he's just shouting at the band on stage, and it's like, yeah.
I'll be me.
Were his handlers just milking every last little bit of Glenn Campbell juice out of him?
I think they were doing it. I think they were doing it with love. It was his family. It was his wife and his kids. The band was made up of his kids.
Because Alzheimer's, apparently playing music, listening to music, that kind of brings you back in that awakenings sort of way.
The music, I think that was kind of keeping him alive.
Yeah, so that was the therapy aspect.
But it was
diminishing returns.
It was a little bit rough. I don't think that should have happened. Why were you at Abbey Road? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, there's not an embargo on that.
Oh, God. I really thought we'd gone on Puckrik's blacklist.
Well,
which, by the way, is a great name for a show. Now you're back in the groove. Puckrik's blacklist. I like that. That works.
All right, good. I was at Abbey Road because I was participating in a podcast, which was interesting. Yeah. But what was really interesting was I got sort of adopted by this man who's worked there since 1970.
Paul McCartney. Was it?
No.
Okay.
But he's in charge of all of the technical stuff.
Oh, wow.
So he's in charge of things like microphones and
cables,
the cables and the reel-to-reel, the 8-track, the 4-track, the 2 4-tracks that they had to hook together in order to record Sgt. Pepper's. Yeah. The actual microphones that George and Paul and John sang into. And the piano that Penny Lane was played upon. Yeah, went into Studio 2, touched the various instruments that the pop gods had done their magic on.
Lennon's heroin-induced spit may still be on there.
There wasn't any heroin-induced spit, but what there was in the vinyl cutting room, because they actually have a room where they make the original vinyl discs that they used to ship off to the record factories. There was a very interesting ceramic cold cream jar that said Boots on it in a very sort of 60s script. Yeah. And the technical guy who was showing me around, he'd worked there since 1970, said, "Oh yeah, this jar's been here since before I came." And it was the thing that they used to have, like the acetate, like the acetone that they'd stick their cotton buds into and wipe the goo off of the needle that would cut the grooves into the discs. This was it. And the thing that was so sweet was he was showing me, like, he was like opening the crown jewels, opening these drawers that would...
That means something different over here.
Opening these drawers that had all of the microphones that, each microphone cost £80,000 and this other microphone was £100,000. And you could see that all the younger whippersnappers who were passing him the hallway had this sort of, kind of affectionate, like, there he goes again. He's got a soft touch there, because I was just sort of nodding and smiling at everything. But it was great because I saw the stuff.
I'm embarrassed. I said induced. I meant infused. Didn't hear anything you said in the past 3 minutes. So I'm thinking, I said induced, I meant infused.
Do you know what? It's fine.
It's not fine, Catherine. This is why we're losing listeners.
Heroin does induce spit, doesn't it?
It does work.
You could have just covered that over. We would never have known.
Nice. I thought that it worked as well. I said it because I thought.
But now I think.
I just thought maybe you get really wet lips when you're
on the brown.
When you're on the golden brown.
What was the podcast?
It was a pilot, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
That's on Bongo, right? Here we go. Look at you with your secret plans. Now listen,
it was pop. It was basically pop gossip. So I found myself talking about the time I was at Elton John's house for dinner, and I hope I wasn't too rude to Elton because, frankly, I'd like another invitation.
Yeah, me too. I've spoken to Elton John, as you know, Catherine.
Yeah, it was a very, very intimate conversation.
It was at a fete. And I was looking at the bouncy castle and I was trying to see where you got a ticket for the bouncy castle for my kids. And I went, sorry, mate, do you know who's in charge of the bouncy castle? And it was Elton John, who was sat behind me on a bench. And he went, no, I think the person's gone, actually. I think that may be them over there. No.
Having a laugh.
No, I'm not. I am not. And that was, then he got up and was wandering around and everyone was being very cool going, it's Elton John over there, but I'm going to look in the other direction.
What was Elton John doing at a fete?
I'll tell you later. Right. But then he made the mistake of sitting down in the middle of the fete. Boom. and all the mums suddenly went, could I get a picture? And I would not normally do this. But I thought, you know what? Sod it. So I grabbed my son, who was 7 at the time, said, boy, come and stand with me. Elton, do you mind? Could we get a picture of you with my son? And my son's there going, who's this guy? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Elton. Thank you.
It's like Santa in a tracksuit.
It's a great It's a great picture. Love a bit of Elton, though.
But he's sort of testy and touchy, so I can't believe that he was mellow enough to go along with your schemes and dreams.
I think he was having a forcibly happy time.
I let 6 or 7 people test the water before I went in for that picture.
Yeah, but that could have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
It's like playing Kaplunk or Buckaroo. You got to take that risk. You've got to take the risk. Now, what are you doing? Because you didn't even want to come on tonight. There was a weird moment outside where you're going, am I coming? Do you want me? I'm in next week.
I didn't want to presume. Because Catherine and I, so we're sort of organizing your life behind your back.
Flipping it.
Yeah. So we had already had a conversation. Although, Catherine, you say that Iain was fully part of
I was not told that you were coming in next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
No, I wasn't. Yeah. No, that is...
It's actually in the diary.
Your diary?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in your diary. You told me, excuse me, Katie,
I did tell you.
You told me, this is, no, because it makes it sound like we're doing a thing when you go off mic, and I'm not doing a thing.
Camera one, I'm doing a thing.
This is real. You told me she wanted to come in tonight and interview me because I'm a celebrity. I'm very famous.
Was after I'd already told you about the other thing.
And then you said she's going to talk about the thing that night.
She's going to come on, I said. Wow, wow.
Excuse me one second. There we go.
God, that's so rude.
But we can talk about the fact that I did come in expressly to interview you before the show.
Is that not unbongoed?
No.
What is that? What did I just talk to you for?
You talked to me for an article I'm writing for the Guardian Guide.
Okay.
About feuds.
Oh, I like the Guardian Guide, and my ex-father-in-law reads that. I could be back in the good books again. This is great. Thank you. So feuds, because I was in the jungle with a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah, so I'm sort of casting the commentators for my article, so I needed like a gossip expert, and I needed, somebody who worked in gossip magazines. I needed somebody who was a television producer and, all that sort of thing, every aspect of the analysis. And then you are my token reality television star.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah.
You see, thank you.
Yeah.
And what part are you playing in the article, Catherine? Oh, you're not in it. Oh, mate. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a shame. Sorry, I didn't realise, otherwise I wouldn't have mentioned it on the radio.
Well, I mean, technically, if I hadn't have organised it, you wouldn't be in it, so...
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, no.
Katie has me, and if I'd passed it on, we wouldn't be here.
Okay, well, if you hadn't passed it on...
actually, very important person.
Yes,
that's my role.
It's true.
If you hadn't passed it on, you'd have been a bad friend to 2 people.
Well... Katie's got to write it up. She may rue the day.
Now, you're coming to see Kelsey Grammer on Sunday.
Yes.
Have you got any questions? I'm hosting an evening with Kelsey Grammer. It's going to be very, very strange. Have you got any questions? Loads of people on Facebook went, why would I want to go and see him? He's a Trump supporter.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is. Big one.
Interesting.
But I said... Well, I don't really care. I'm going to talk to him about Frasier and Cheers and stuff like that. And
the funny thing is I don't think about his political leanings, nor do I think about his fantastic television work. All I think about is, doesn't he have some weird fetishes or, isn't there some, maybe I'm just getting it confused with the fact that he was married to a woman who had some sort of bowel problems.
Right, so hang on. You're
Okay, that's
confusing
question one.
the spouse of an IBS
IBS.
patient
Yes.
with a pervert.
Yeah, yes.
You think he's into colostomy bags and stuff.
Well,
Wow.
I wonder. See, this is the kind of fairyland that makes my world so enjoyable to live in. He used to be a regular on Howard Stern.
Okay.
And there used to be a lot of very kind of gritty and gnarly discussion points. But maybe it did just boil down to IBS and farting.
Okay.
And maybe my sensibility was just a little bit too delicate to handle it.
We'll ask him.
I know exactly what's going to happen. Sunday, you'll go blank, and you'll be thinking, don't say it. Oh, colostomy bag.
You're a dirty cop profile.
Hot Carl!
So what do you want to go now? I don't know. This is because what do you want? Do you want to stay for an hour? Do you want to go?
Do I want to go? Yeah,
Go.
I probably should go because
incredible scenes here.
I'll get you a car. Let's make it a bit less awkward.
Well, no, but make sure you do, because our guest last night, Nettie Baker, Ginger Baker's daughter, she's brilliant. You'd love her.
You would.
You got her a car, and then she got the train home because you messed up the car.
I didn't mess up the car.
Was there a car for
let
her?
her down.
Was there a car for
The
her?
car was arriving, so I said, okay, here's your car. And then it's cancelled.
I don't think they can find...
Which they keep doing to you, didn't they?
it's just because I took too long to come down from the third floor.
What, when we got a car for you?
Yeah.
That's not what she said before, is it? That's not what...
What did I say before?
I'm going to have to press that cough button again. You just said that you got a message was on its way and then they cancelled. You never... Did we say... We said...
Maybe that was what had happened, because it was...
Terrible.
No, I would have said what had happened. I don't remember now, but all I know is that what I'm saying is I went ding dong, I'm here, and then I walked downstairs and they weren't there anymore. So that's why I'm now saying they probably thought I took too long to walk down to my little trotters.
What she's doing there is taking the blame herself when actually we know that it was their fault. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't hang around for me. Like, was I supposed to be waiting? I don't know what the protocol is, obviously.
I tell you, while Catherine's sorting that, put your headphones on because we're going to make you work for a little bit. Let's.
Where are they? Here.
If you follow that lead, there'll be.
Hello.
Oh, hang on a minute. Don't tell me. All right. Can you put those through to lines 1 and 2 for us, please? And I'll reset the computer in a second. Let's make you work for a little bit.
All right.
There we go. Let's go to Alan. Good evening, Alan.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, my mum done so well with the physio today.
Alan's mum has been to see the physio today.
Very good. What part of her body is being manipulated?
Well, it's a long story, Katie.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
You did ring up and offer it. Your training aim is to get her to the garage door, is that right?
She's achieved it today.
She got to the garage door!
All right.
This is incredible!
What's in the garage, dare I ask?
Dad's body.
No, we got a rickshaw.
A rickshaw?
Which is my dad's.
Oh, and so is the next stage her to pull that to start earning her keep again?
No, we're going to try and get on a mobility scooter.
Okay, that's probably a little bit easier. Well, that could tow a rickshaw. I don't really know how these rickshaws work. Why has your dad got a rickshaw, Alan?
Because he was going to use it to pedal to the allotment.
Of course he was, Alan. Thank you very much. I'm glad Mum's doing better. Let's go to... we'll take one more call, then we're going to take a break and then you can go. And let's go to Nigel. Good evening, Nigel. Hello, Nigel. Flippin' heck, man. Alan, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, put the phone down, mate. There we go. Right, that's that. I got no idea. This is the late night alternative. So we're going to see you next Thursday.
Yeah, I have a job actually that I'm going to right now, which is to go home and write about Japanese fart battles of the 17th century.
What?
Why would that not be your opening gambit? And why didn't you interview me for that? For God's sake. Now, what is it based on? Strength or smell or?
It's based on just humiliation and a total lack of respect.
That's what he does in here all the time.
Catherine.
Fart battels.
Yeah,
Except I don't fight back.
Right. So it's passive aggressive with not so much
passive, it's just aggressive.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Well, I can't enter in any fart battles at the moment because I'm suffering from a bit of the Kelsey Grammars. I've got a very, very upset.
It would be one shot and he's done.
All right. Let's laugh at a man who's disabled. Hey, do you know the world? You see, I didn't read the story, of course, just the headline. The World Health Organization are classing, if you're not getting enough sex, they're classing you as disabled.
Oh, Oh.
Did you read
I
that?
knew there was a problem with me.
There you go, you
Do
see.
we get blue badges?
I think so.
Great.
I'll dig it out and investigate it a little bit further.
So you get to park right next to the front door of wherever you're going.
Of course. That's true. It's a true thing.
Because you're not getting your leg over.
It's a true thing.
You got to get something out of it.
There's got to be, for God's sakes. All right, Katie's going to be here next week. In the meantime, the show continues. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with that man, Iain Lee. There's no strangers here, just friends you haven't stalked on Facebook yet.
Have never sent my picture to anyone who didn't request it.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes.
Here we go. Here we go. The cat's away. The mice are going to be running all over the show. Oh, we got some good news as well. Some good news about Katarina Boyle, which I will allow her to say when she comes in. Katie's gone. She's back next week. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. It's a late night phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show in the world, in that we're not going to sit here and tell you what you have to talk about. Sure, we'll sit and chat. Sure, we'll kind of do some stuff from the papers and some stuff that's happened to us throughout the week. But you're very welcome to call in with your own bibs and bobs as well. It's entirely up to you what we talk about. It can be light-hearted, it can be silly, it can also be heavy as well. If you switched off because the show was getting too heavy, well, the laughs is back, but we can still do the slightly darker stuff. The phone number, free for most of you to call, pennies at most, and we call you back. The phone number is 0344 499 1000. And that, dear listener, he said, about to use a talk radio cliche, is the number that Dan dialed. Good evening, Dan.
You all right? How you doing?
I'm very well, Dan. What can you do for us this evening?
Well, I don't know.
Are you on speakerphone?
Oh, there you go. Is that better?
Where do you get off, you people?
What do you mean, where do you get off?
You people. Where do you get off?
What do you mean?
Where's your manners?
Well, it's just easier to hear, I guess.
No. Where's your manners? What on earth makes you think that it's acceptable to phone a speech radio show and be on speakerphone, knowing that, yeah, it might be easier for you, you can scratch your balls, you can have a cup of tea, that we can't hear you?
Yeah, but I've done it before and you didn't complain. What? I haven't rung the show in about a year. I don't know if you remember me.
No, of course I don't. Why would I remember a rude guy from a year ago that hasn't even got the manners to hold the telephone in his hand?
Because I did actually have it on my hand, but I had it.
So you had it on speakerphone, but you were still holding it. Well, then what's the point of having it on speakerphone? How difficult is it to move it the 4 inches from in front of your face to your ear and use it like a normal telephone?
That's a long way. I don't know. Do you remember my Chris Tarrant impressions or not?
No, of course I don't. I bet they were awful.
They were.
Right, so a year ago, you phoned in and did Chris Tarrant impressions.
Yeah, and then I did a Barry from Watford one, and then you tried to get Barry from Watford on the phone. And then I think my phone, died of battery, and then I just never called again.
I remember why I'm not remembering now, because you're one of the dullest, rudest callers up there had the misfortune to speak to.
Well, no, I'm not Alan Caddick, but yeah, there you go.
Yes, Dan, what can we do for you tonight?
I don't know.
Right, thanks very much for your call. Unbelievable. Here's my tip, right, for anybody that is going to phone in a show on Talk Radio, especially my show, the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10, okay? It's a phone, right? We're not on The Apprentice. Right? It's not, hello, can you hear me? It's a phone. There's a tiny little bit there, that's for your ear, and there's a tiny little microphone there, that's for your voice, right? And they're designed brilliantly. You put that bit next to your ear, and look, you see that bit is right near my mouth. It's incredibly well designed. If you're ever phoning my show, and I find that you're on speakerphone or wearing a headset, I'm cutting you off. Oh, he's here. He's here to celebrate Gay Pride Month. It's the greatest month to be alive in. Celebrating gay brothers and sisters and members of the transgender community. Whoa, whoa. LGBTQ plus and the other letters. Happy, 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 happy Pride Month. It's Ken in Newcastle. Happy Pride Month, Ken.
Thank you very much, Ian. Thank
you must
very
be.
much.
How are you celebrating Gay Pride Month? They've got a whole month. Aren't you jealous? I'm jealous. How are you celebrating it, Ken?
They're entitled to do what they want. I mean, that's up to them. That's entirely.
How are you? And how are you celebrating Gay Pride Month?
I won't be celebrating it in any way at all, but that's up to them.
You won't be celebrating
it? Free religion, free sex. You
won't be celebrating it. Well, I'm celebrating it.
We're not intolerant.
I thought you weren't going to phone this radio station anymore because it was a platform for gay propaganda.
No, James Wales show. But,
this show, trust me, buddy, this show's gayer than James's. Oh, it's so much gay. If only you knew how gay this show was. Much gayer than James's.
Okay, that's entirely up to you.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said we can phone about anything, so.
Yeah, but if you're just phoning about Jesus.
So are you not being honest? Are you not honest? You can't phone about anything?
You can, but I have the right I have the right to tell you that I'm not interested in it.
So you told a lie?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't tell a lie. I said you could phone about anything. You phoned about something, and I'm not interested in it.
I've got to talk about the coming war.
Oh, for God's sake. Ken, I don't want to hear about your war.
See, so you tell lies?
No, I don't tell lies.
Free speech.
You don't like... No, there's no such thing, Ken. Ken, there's no such... Don't put the phone down like the coward you are. Well, let's have this out. There's no such thing as free speech. It doesn't exist. You know free speech doesn't exist.
Well, the war was fought for nothing then.
No, you know free speech doesn't exist.
Who told you that?
It's a fact, and I can prove it to you.
Go ahead, then.
Right. There is... You can say what... You can say stuff, but there are consequences.
Yeah.
Certain things you say can get you put in prison. Now, if you class that as free speech, well, then good luck to it.
Yes.
Right. But you can't say certain things on the radio. You know that, don't you?
Correct.
Thank you.
You can't promote hatred or warfare or things like that.
But yet you seem to promote hatred all the time. No, I don't, Ian. I promote the love of Jesus. You don't. You're a horrible old bigot, Ken. And you keep promising me that you're never going to phone me again, and then you just can't resist. You can't resist. Well, listen, trust me, Ken. If you're not phoning James's show because it's a hotbed of gay propaganda, boy, oh boy, you do not know how gay this show is. This is the gayest, slightly closeted, but the gayest show on the radio, Ken. And I don't want to hear your bigotry. I don't want to hear your nonsense. I don't want to hear any of that. Yes, I would say the same thing to a Muslim gentleman who is promoting the same kind of stuff. I'm not anti-Christian. I love Christians. I love Muslims. I love Jews. I just don't like bigotry and hatred.
Why do you hate Christians?
I don't. If you heard me, Ken, I said.
I did hear you. You told a lie again.
I said I'm not a liar, Ken. I said I don't hate Christians.
Tell a lie. You hate Jesus.
No.
You hate me.
Here we go. I don't hate you, Ken. I love you. This is your problem. You don't listen, right? I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus, but I don't hate him. And I don't hate you, Ken. So where's the lie in that, mate?
Do you mock Jesus?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's hatred, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, it's not. I mock my mum and I love her. But I mock my mum. I mock Catherine, and she's my.
Mother.
Why
would you mock your mother?
Because she enjoys it, Ken. Because she enjoys it, Ken. Because she enjoys it, Ken. I mock Catherine. Catherine's my best friend. I'm totally in love with her as my best friend. I mock her. Yeah, you can mock people you love, mate, or you can mock people you're indifferent to, and you can mock people you don't believe in.
Well, that's entirely up to yourself.
Oh, God, Ken, you're a broken record and you're very tedious. Thanks so much for your call. I look forward to you not calling again for quite a long time. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
It's electric, it's eclectic, it's always rule-free. It's the late-night alternative with that man, Iain Lee.
On Talk Radio.
Why would we expect... So now, have we got another ad? Hang on a minute. Let me get this right. So, computers, guys. Who'd work with computers? So I've got the 22 ad. Is that gone, or is it just the ad? Just the ad. Come on, you might come on the microphone. Let's have a chat. Let's do this on the air. Nigel, James, stay there. So what? Oh God! Now I've given you the problem of finding out which fader does that microphone.
I got it.
Okay.
So what we have?
Go on.
Is we've taken obviously the main break, the 20 past break.
Yes.
We've just taken the promo break.
Yeah.
And now we have one more before the one that leads up to the news.
Do you know what? Next time I do that, just go into the ads. Just drop the promo. The promo is the least important bit. So if I go about 10:38, 39. Just go into the ads. But we're all cool. We're all cool. Let's go to... Nigel, you're going to be up in a second. I want to go to James first. Hello, James.
Hello, James from Hammersmith.
Hello, you're James from Hammersmith, yes. I'm Ian from Aylesbury. Good evening. Welcome.
Great.
Great
now,
fun.
if I were 50 metres away from my speakerphone, would that be okay?
No, don't be on speakerphone.
But not at the centre of it.
No, don't be on... It was 150 metres. If you're going to quote previous callers, get the measurements right. It's
150 metres.
It was 150 metres.
If I paid...
What? Sorry?
If I paid
yes.
to be close to my speakerphone.
Dear God. You know, we're not far from Hammersmith. I could be there in 20 minutes and give you a knuckle sandwich. What the hell is wrong? You just escaped from a unit? What is wrong with you, man?
Well, 50 metres.
It was 150 metres.
He was 50 metres.
No, he was 150 metres from Stonehenge.
50 metres, sir.
No.
I've checked Google Maps.
No, he said... He said he was 150 metres away from Stonehenge.
From the edge.
He said, he's referring to a call that most of you probably didn't hear that happened about 3 weeks ago where a guy said to save money, you don't have to pay to go and see Stonehenge.
Yeah, he was taking his daughter and trying to do it nice and cheaply.
Yes, and he was 150 metres away.
I refer you to the tape, sir.
Okay, go on then.
50 metres.
Right.
50 metres.
Right. Can someone on Twitter, it was 150 metres. No. I know it was, because loads of people were then quoting 150 metres to me.
No, he quoted 50.
No, he didn't.
I've got it on my computer, mate.
Let's play it. Hear it. Let's hear it now.
I've got the transcript.
Let's hear it.
I can't do that to a phone.
We can wait.
That would require Huawei technology.
Huawei technology? Well, I don't think it would. I will let you find the clip that you claim to have, because I'm going to prove you wrong, buddy.
Anyway, but you and your family went to the centre, didn't you?
We didn't. No. We didn't go to the centre, but we went closer.
You said you did.
Jesus, I did not say that. I said...
No, you didn't.
No, right. Flipping heck, man. No,
I'm
said...
misquoting you deliberately.
Okay, I'm going to misquote you with my fists in a minute. I don't even know what that means. Very... It's a very violent phone call. No, it's not annoying, yes, but very...
I haven't mentioned fists. You're the one who keeps mentioning fists,
I keep going to fist you, to punch you.
You and your family were at the centre.
We weren't...
Through your high-paid DJ job, and this man was 50 metres away.
No, we weren't at the centre, but we were closer than the 150 metres that he talked about.
50.
150.
50.
150.
75.
150? No, I'm not haggling with you. Go away, you weirdo. Now we'll take that break, please. Thank you very much.
Experience the unconventional.
Evening, boss.
The unpredictable.
What's happening?
And the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee. The late night alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
Right. Where is Catherine? She's just having a laugh with her best mate. I think I can make a phone call on this. Here we go. Right. So let's call Catherine and see. I don't think she's as committed to this show as I would like her to be. 1, 2. Right. Let's give her a call. Let's see. How do I... Hang on. There we go. There we go. Incredibly slack attitude. I apologise. If her first words aren't "I'm sorry," then I'm furious. I got the right number. Yeah, I've got the right number. Why is she not even answering? This is incredible.
Welcome to Gift Gaff's voicemail. The person you're calling can't take your call at the moment. Please,
Nigel, leave a message for Catherine.
By pressing hash at any time.
Hello, Catherine. It's Nigel. Iain Lee wants you to ring him back as soon as possible. Don't forget, ring in as soon as you get in and ring him as soon as you get.
There we go, perfect. Nigel, can I ask a favour?
All right, Catherine.
Every time you call us, could you start the phone call in the one bit of your place where you live where you've got a phone signal? Because we seem to spend a lot of time not hearing you and then you going, I'll go to the kitchen.
I am in the kitchen.
Well, why can't we hear you?
Is that better? I've just turned my head. That's better, isn't it? I can hear you. Okay.
That is better. Right, okay.
I've got, someone's written me a new Miley Cyrus song.
Someone's what?
A new
I can't, Nigel, I can't hear you, mate. Your phone keeps breaking up.
Somebody's written me a Miley Cyrus song, a new one.
Okay, do you want to sing it for us?
Yes, it's on the internet now. All I've got to do is read it. I've got to just read it out, okay?
Okay.
So I'll fire away. Okay, I'll fire away. Here we go. Are you ready?
Well, I suppose so. Make it quick.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's one of my Facebook friends, Paul Rickson's.
Okay.
Here we go then.
Yeah, here we go.
When I'm sitting in the bathtub and the day has just begun, I'm thinking of my true love and dancing in the sun. Thinking of Miley Cyrus, she sets me up for the day. Thinking of Miley Cyrus, she takes all my worries away. Yeah. When I'm on the way to Maidstone, I'm set up entertained. I meet up my Mercedes and cycle home again. It's a good thing. The second chorus is, she's just the best. Googling Miley Cyrus, I've got her name in my vest. Oh, yeah. When I'm on the way to Maidstone, I'm set to entertain. I meet up with my friend Sadie and we cycle home again. Thinking of Miley Cyrus, she sets me up for the day.
Yeah.
Thinking of Miley Cyrus, she takes my worries away.
Wow, that's those are words. Those are words.
It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad. It's not great either.
No, but I can't. I've got no tune to follow. That I'm just making the tune up as I go.
It was like jazz, and it was beautiful, Nigel.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's the first time I've ever sung it. Did you record it?
No, I didn't, Nigel. I'm afraid I didn't have any blank tapes. I'm afraid. Let's go to Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Hey guys, Chili Chris.
Chili Chris is in the house. I'm glad to see that after you coming on the show. Hang on a minute. Just wait there, Chris. Where have you been? You've been gone for an hour.
No, I haven't.
And why didn't you take your phone with you?
I had my laptop.
Right. I've given Nigel from
Skyver.
Maidstone... Skyver, yeah, exactly. This is Chili Chris calling you a Skyver. He's a grafter. Chris. I've given Nigel from Maidstone your phone number.
Why?
So that... Because you were annoying me not coming back.
All right, that's cool. When he phones me, I'll give him your number.
Fine. Well, fine.
And your address.
Absolutely fine, because he's got your address. And he's got your bust size.
Gosh.
There we go.
That's more than anyone can handle.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. It's been a really awful show since you've been gone. I'm so glad you've come back. I don't
What's
say
happened?
this.
Is any F-bombs?
2 F-bombs, 3 C's, and an MF.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just from you?
No, from Chili Chris. It's
outrageous.
I know, it's terrible. Only joking. It's been a great show. We've had some great times. 10:31. There's a video for you about speakerphones. I made a little video. 10:30 starts at 10:31. It's a little speakerphone rant. Get Social to put that out. We're going to re-educate people how to phone in a phone-in show. Very, very, very funny video. Chris, you're live on Talk Radio. What can we do for you tonight, mate?
Just calling in. One quick, simple thing was Ken is definitely an idiot, and I completely agree with you, Ian. I love everybody. One of my best friends is a Christian, although I don't particularly believe in the beliefs. You know, he's a lovely guy. But you also get mental ones. Like,
okay, but listen, I'm not telling you off. I just want to roll back from calling Ken an idiot because he's not here, and I know what you mean. but he's not here. But Ken doesn't. No, that's cool. I know. I'm not telling you off. But Ken doesn't listen. Ken accuses me of lying and saying things that aren't true. I don't hate Christians. Yes, I mock Jesus, but I also mock Allah a little bit. Not quite so much. I think we all know why. But I mock
organised religion in itself.
I mock religion,
it does deserve a bit, yeah.
And then when Ken said, "Do you mock your mum?" Yeah, of course I do. Why would you do that? Because she enjoys it. She enjoys it when I gently rib her.
Exactly. Well, humour's the way forward for many people in dark times. What lifts you up better than humour, you know?
Yes, exactly. So I'm not anti-Christian, not anti-Muslim, not anti-Jew. I'm pro everything apart from hatred, man. I love the gays, I love the bis, I love the trans.
Exactly.
I love the queers. The queers. That's what the Q stands for. You can say it in that. I love them all, man.
Same, mate. I love everybody. It's just people like Ken. I don't hate him. It's as you say, you know, I love everybody.
Yes.
I'd rather not have people like him in my company. And by all means, if Ken ever needed a cuddle and whatnot, I'll be there.
And also, you can phone in about anything, but you will be challenged on it if I disagree with it. And if I don't like it, I'll ask you to move on. So it's not a lie. You can phone in about anything, but I've got to keep this show interesting. And talking about a holy war that ain't ever gonna come. Ain't interested. How's the chili business, CC?
It's going well. I injured my back about a week ago quite badly, and I've had to have a week's bed rest. But today I've managed to get on with some more repotting, and they're doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah. We've got our first little load of fruit coming in, so within the next 4 weeks we'll have a lovely little harvest in. But yeah,
I've got a chili joke for you if you want.
Oh, I know. I know this joke, Chris. I know this joke. This is a great joke. You're going to love this. This is a great joke.
How do you know when a chili's being nosy?
Go for it.
When it's jalapeno business.
I don't get that one.
I love cheesy jokes. It's one of my favourite things.
No, it wasn't cheesy. It was a chili joke. It wasn't cheesy.
Add a bit of cheese on it. There you go. I have it like a chili con carne.
Oh, the other joke I had was one I made up, which is a rude joke.
Okay.
That's the one you're thinking of, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
How do you, how can you work out what sex a chili is?
Yeah, this is it.
What's that?
Does it jalapenos?
So that sounds like, does it have a penis? And yet you won't laugh at your Chernobyl fallout joke. Which I would suggest is superior. I
actually enjoyed it, yeah. I was listening to that on the podcast earlier.
They're from the same factory, the same joke factory. It's like
brilliant.
seconds.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Let's go to Andrew. Good evening, Andrew.
Hi there.
Are you on speakerphone?
Oh, well done.
Hello. No, thank you very much indeed. Have you been listening to the show?
Yeah.
Right. What did I say to the other Andrew?
Turn speakerphone off.
Right. And you were on speakerphone?
I wasn't. My thingy was on. Radio was on.
What are you on now?
A bad phone line.
Thank you very much for your call, Andrew. It's appreciated. Let's go to Andre. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, now, Martha.
Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 That was me. Guess what? You've got 30 seconds, Andre, to do the same old boring shtick.
Yeah, I've been on my lappy, yeah?
Yes.
And I'll see your 10-minute conversation. It's brilliant, really good, yeah? Really
I can't mind. Well, someone put forward the theory that since we've moved, the phone lines aren't as good. I have no evidence to support that, apart from, what do they call it, sacrificial evidence?
No.
Excremental. What do they call it? You know the word I'm thinking of?
Apocryphal.
No, when it's like...
Circumstantial.
No, it's like circumstantial. We've had this conversation before about this very same word. When it's evidence... it's not circumstantial. What is it? When it's based on people's experiences, it's not been checked out.
Anecdotal. Evidence.
No.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not anecdotal. Can someone... Oh, I'm losing the will to carry on. Someone on Twitter. Anyway, I think there might be something in that.
I think there might be.
I think they've I don't understand that. No. No, it's not. It's not Michael Lush this time, Paul, but thank you. He's coming answering the question from last night's show. Anyway, there might be something in that the phone lines are not as good since we came to the new $25 million studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Andre, what did you want?
Yeah, just to say hi and that. And what was the hello test?
Okay, right. I couldn't hear a word of
No,
that.
it was even more garbled.
Could not hear a word of that. So we're just going to go to line 1. Good evening, line 1.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, you're on the air. Who is this, please?
Hi, mate. It's Jamie.
Hello, Jamie. Another Jamie. Okay, yes.
It's all right. I phoned you before. I wanted to speak to you in some detail, really, mate. I'm having a few problems. I know you've had depression yourself and stuff, and I've recently split up with my partner, and I've got kids involved. I just wanted a bit of advice, mate.
It gets better. It gets better. That's the only advice I can say. It gets better. You just got to keep on keeping on, man, because it does get better. Everyone I know who's been through a divorce or a separation tells me it gets better.
Mate, I'm only 3 weeks in, and
exactly.
I'm sat in my mum's bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wrecking me head.
This is probably, might not be. This is probably the lowest it's going to get. Probably the lowest it's going to get. It might not be. There might be a little bit lower to get, but sitting in your mum's spare bedroom is pretty low, right?
Yeah.
You just got to keep on keeping on. You just got to get up every day if you can. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to be there for your kids, and it will get better. And that's it. That's all I've got, man. That's all I did. I kind of threw myself into work, which helped a lot. Doesn't help everyone. And I kept on keeping on, and it's better. It's not perfect, and I took a bit of a knock.
No contact, mate. This what I'm saying. It's radio silence. You know what I mean? There's no conversation.
How old are the kids?
There's no conversation. The kids, 11 and 13.
Okay. Was there drugs involved? Was there violence involved?
No.
Okay. I got to ask. I got to ask.
None of that, mate. Like I work a full-time job. It's been going bad for over a year. You know what I mean?
When was the last time you saw the kids?
In the same bed. Probably about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? It's killing me because I've not seen the kids.
You will see them. You will see them at some point. Hopefully it'll be soon. It might not be. But you need to make sure that whenever you get that phone call or that text from her or from them, you got to make sure that you're ready, that you're sober, that you're fit and you're clean. I mean, in terms of physically, you've had a wash and you're ready to go at any moment. It's not fair. It's really unfair. I'm assuming you haven't got the money to get legal over this.
No,
of course not. It costs a fortune, man.
I don't think it's gone that far yet.
Okay.
I don't know what the next step is. If it's
write each one of them a letter. Write her a letter. Write each of your kids a letter. Whatever you do in the letters to your kids, do not slag their mum off.
Yeah.
Do not, however much anger you've got, hatred, bitterness, whatever, I don't know, do not slag their mother off in that letter to those kids.
But it ain't like that, mate. There ain't no bad animosity out like that.
All right.
Me and my partner's not been getting on for...
Right, well then she should let you see your kids.
How long. Yeah, it'll probably be like that, but I don't know how to move on. I've been in a relationship for 14 years.
Yeah.
How do I cut ties? Do I cut ties? Do I stay in a relationship that I'm not happy with?
Well, if you're not happy in the relationship, you've got. Listen, I've got to go because we're late for the news. But if you're not happy in the relationship, get out of the relationship, get out of the partnered relationship, and work on a new relationship where she is the mum and you are the dad, and you're not together, but you are providing a united front for your kids.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Nice one for your advice.
It's not really. It's all I'm doing is kind of sharing what I did and what I went through. Right. I
know you've been through it, mate. That's what I was asking you about.
Get through this weekend. Give us a call next week. What was it, Chris?
Jamie.
Sorry, Jamie. I can see Chris.
I've rang you before.
Yeah.
I've had a laugh with you before.
I remember. I just saw Chris up on the screen.
A low point, mate.
Do me a favour. Get through this weekend, and give us a call next week.
All right, mate.
And write those letters. You don't need to send them, but write those letters because I think it will do your head some good.
Nice one, brother.
All right, mate. Take care. You got this. Cheers, buddy. 0344 499 1000. Chris, stay there a little bit late, but this is the news after some adverts on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The wild man of late night radio, Iain Lee.
Differently interesting nocturnal emissions from a legend of late night radio. On air and off the leash.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you to...
Keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel life, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel life, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but I know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel life, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow.
Here we go. Ba-dum, 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 bum. 0344 499 1000. We're talking about Brian Wilson. That's all we've talked about. Let's go to Chris, and then we're going to crack on with the show. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chris. It's over. It's approaching 10 days now where I've had rotten guts, loose bowels sink fowls.
I don't really want to know about that, really.
Okay, well,
You've come to the wrong place.
I just thought I'd let you know. Just thought you wanted a little update on my guts, my rotten guts.
Right. Okay, then.
What you do with that information, Chris, is entirely up to you.
I'll put it.
Sit on it.
No.
I am.
Only just.
Do you know what I done?
I'm hovering over it.
No. Do you know what I done?
Ada Winger's radio host?
No. When I was listening to your show last night.
Yeah.
Nettie, and I didn't really know much about cream, and
It's delicious. It's not good for you though, is it?
Oh.
My favourite cream, right? And this is just for a second. I know you're talking about the band, but I could neck right now. Hello. I could neck right now a tin of Tip Top.
Oh.
Do you remember Tip Top?
Yeah. Was that not cream though?
It was kind
Creamish.
of, it's creamy. It's creamy. A can of Tip Top. Oh, flipper. I love Tip Top.
I preferred, what was those chocolate things?
Chocolates. Mars bars.
Ice Magic.
What was it? Carnation milk.
I bought some of that. Condensed milk.
Condensed
Flipping
milk.
it. That's good stuff.
I want to make love to some condensed milk.
I used it to make ice cream.
I got a terrible memory. I'm sure I got...
chocolates?
No. I buy French chocolates.
Oh la la, le français chocolatière.
Oh, yes.
Pardon?
I know.
Do they call le bonbon? Bonbon? Do you like to lick le bonbon? des Françaises chocolatières, le bonbon, le numéro 1 chocolat dans le français, un bonbon. Pardonnez-moi, monsieur, would you like to lick my bonbon?
Stop being rude.
No, it's the number 1 chocolate in France. That's the advertising campaign.
The best.
Hello, excuse me, madame. Would you like to lick my bum? That's the campaign. I thought it got a little bit dicey when it was, hello, little boy. Would you like to lick my bum? But it doesn't mean what it means over here. It's a chocolate. It's a chocolate bar in the shape of an arse.
Bloody hell.
When I was a little girl, we went to Italy and they used to sell crisps called Bum. Called Bum crisps.
Yes.
And you got a free Smurf sticker inside.
Oh, I bet you buried your face in bum, didn't you?
Loved it. Cheesy as well they were.
I bet you stank of bum by the end of that trip.
Cheesy bum.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's like a product called Fanny or something, but I don't think there is.
I think there is.
Yeah. Chris, you've taken us down a rather sordid route. I'm enjoying the banter, Chris, but I'm just going to ask you to hit reverse on the innuendo. Let's try and make it a little bit family friendly, if you don't mind, mate. Okay, let's keep it above the waist.
There is a restaurant in London called Fanny's Kebabs.
Oh, I'm always in Fanny's. I'm always in Fanny's. I enter Fanny's as often as I can. I tell you what, Chris, the other night I entered Five Guys. I've never been in Five Guys before.
Go on.
I entered Five Guys.
Well,
they put pork in your milkshake.
Yeah, I went inside Five Guys the other night, and boy, oh boy, it was delicious. I nearly went back in for more.
10 guys is too many for anyone.
No, that was too much. That was too much. Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Fanny's kebabs.
Isn't it nice?
And when I was listening to the both of you the other evening,
yes,
and you were speaking French, Catherine can speak fluent French, and you were doing really. I do apologise, Ian.
Here we go.
It's a little bit
right.
Joking French, isn't
right? Who could you understand better, me or Catherine?
Catherine.
That's rubbish. That's a lie.
Oh.
All right, I tell you what. All right. Catherine is going to say something. Say a long sentence in French. Okay. I will then say a long sentence in French, and then you tell us honestly, Chris, who you can understand better. Catherine, away you go.
Now let me think of something.
She's got to think, you see. I can just do it.
I'm going to...
Sean is right, by the way. A can of carnation evaporated milk over a can of Del Monte fruit cocktail.
Oh, it's no need of that.
Okay, I apologise.
Okay.
That was rude. I take that back.
Viens, mon beau chat, sur mon corps amoureux.
She's reading this.
Retiens les griffes de ta patte et laisse-moi plonger dans tes beaux yeux mêlés de métal et d'agate.
Okay, Chris, what was Kath talking about there, please? I'm reading.
No.
You don't know, do you? Okay, well, let's try my French. Bonjour, monsieur. Avec vous, une automobile pour moi et ma wife. So we may make love dans la backseat for le holiday, la vacation. What was I talking about, Chris?
Well, you being...
what was I talking about?
Well,
what was I talking about? What was I talking about?
You was talking about...
Chris?
Say it again, sorry.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur. Avec... Silence! Silence!
If she was
Silence!
If she was nice...
Silence!
If she was next to me, she would blast
She'd be pregnant.
you out of the water, actually.
Right. Silence. Pardon?
I can't speak French.
Silence.
So,
Silence.
Do you want to speak Welsh?
Silence. Silence. Monsieur. Ferme la bouche. C'est ma pine, monsieur.
I can't speak French.
Right, exactly. And I'm about to prove to you that you didn't understand what she said, but my French, you can understand it.
Well, because it was slightly
It was better French. It was more understand. I don't know what the problem is.
It's what's known as franglais.
Right, Chris. Who did you understand? Shout out.
It was very rude.
Who did you understand more, Catherine or me?
You.
So I'm better at French. You don't speak French, and yet you understood me. Thank you.
What do you call it? You call it like broken French.
No. It was fixed French. Catherine was broken. You couldn't understand. Yes.
No, it's
yes.
French. Come on, Catherine.
Everybody, cool out.
Everybody, cool out. That's a Tim Heidecker.
I can speak Welsh. Shall I come right?
Who cares? No, who cares? It's a dead language.
Oh.
No, it's not. You cheeky git. No, it's not. I don't care if it's a dead language. Well. So
stick to your guns. It's not a dead language, Chris. You just spoke it. You brought it to life.
Yeah, but Chris is dying.
Oh no.
Oh, charming. Thank you very much, Ian.
You're very welcome. South America.
Tokyo, South America, Australia, France, Germany, UK, America.
He did say UK, didn't he?
He did. South America, Australia, France, Germany, UK.
Yeah!
Come on, Chris.
The greatest version of the 18th greatest song of all time. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? The summer's here, the time is right. We're dancing in the streets
in Chicago.
down in New Orleans,
in
New York City. All we need is music. I say music. There'll be music everywhere.
There'll be swinging and swaying and records playing.
Woo! Dancing in the street. Okay, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every girl, every girl, everywhere the world, we'll be dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage, all the way from Wales, it's Chris. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you.
Come on.
Come on, Chris. What a buzzkill. What a buzzkill, mate. The best version of the 18th greatest song of all time.
No, I'll tell you a song I like. It's Keris Matthews when she played in a band.
Oh, yeah.
Called Catatonia.
Yes.
Is it?
Thank you.
And which one is it?
Catherine.
Which one?
Is this one? There can be only one, to quote Highlander. I know which one it is, Chris. It's this one. I'm going to. You got to do today is find peace of mind. Calm down. You can find a piece of me. Yeah. And if all you got to do today is your entertainers. Don't die, you can lose it with me. Chris, you should be making it easy on yourself. Here we go. You should be making it easy on yourself. Come on, Chris. 'Cause you and I know it's all over the front. Hey, would you give me road rage? Racing to the next stage. It's come on, Chris, you got it, buddy. Boy, you're driving me crazy. Come on, Chris.
Baby, losing my mind.
There we go. That was good.
It's nice.
You brought the buzz back. You relaxed. You let your balls hang out.
It's another song.
Oh. Well,
is it the one that goes, every day when I wake up, I thank the Lord I'm Welsh. Is it that one?
Yes.
I knew it would be.
Chris, thank you very much. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
And the switchboard is empty. Yeah, there was a story. No sex disabled. Oh yeah, here we go. Right. No sexual. I got this from India today. I don't know why. No sexual partner. The Who, and it's not the rock group. I found out to classify you as disabled now. People who don't have sex or struggle to find a sexual partner to have children will now be considered disabled. This shocking new development comes after new guidelines by the World Health Organization, which are set to be announced soon. Until now, not having an active sexual life or infertility was never considered a disability. But with this new move, all this is set to be changed. According to reports in its new guidelines, the WHO is all set to classify a person who is unable to find a suitable sexual partner or achieve pregnancy after 12 months or more of regular unprotected sex as disabled. The new rule will cover heterosexual and gay couples who will be given same priority like a couple seeking IVF.
Well, hang on a minute then.
Hello?
So they're going to treat the homosexuals the same, people having sex and not having children, as a disability?
Where are we, in 1950s Alabama? We call them gays now. So, hang on, they're going to treat the homosexuals the same?
Is that what they're saying in that story?
Yeah.
Which is in itself in a rather stilted English.
Well, it's from India Today, mate.
Yeah, well...
reportedly, many called the guidelines absurd.
And?
Nonsense. Even for putting... okay, so... Tough days ahead there, guys. Tough days ahead. Tough days ahead there. But maybe good days ahead. I don't know. What about people who can't masturbate?
Well, I mean, surely they should be in that umbrella.
Okay. 03, under my umbrella. Now, does her umbrella mean what I think it means?
It's
her dingy-dangy doo-doos. A what?
Why would that be called? Why would that be?
It's
called
a vagina.
No, I don't want to stand. I don't want to stand under that.
No, that's what that song is about.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh God, did you not know this?
No.
Under my umbrella. It's about a flange.
It's not. I've never heard anyone refer to it as an umbrella.
Here we go. We've got music.
I don't know whether you know this, but I own one, and a flange.
Sloop John B's on the line. If anyone knows, 0344 499 1000. I'm not doing that for a cheap gag. I genuinely thought Umbrella by Rihanna was about her vagina.
Why?
Sloop John B, had you heard that?
Yeah, I heard it. That's the word on the street, Mr. Lee.
That is the word.
Which street? It sounds like
every street, Catherine.
Bullshine Boulevard.
Yep.
Well, you know how it goes, man. But listen, congratulations to Catherine.
Big up me.
Here we go. I didn't announce it. I wanted you to announce it. Go on, Kath. Tell everyone the great news.
I am a clever...
She's pregnant.
No.
She's going to be a mum again.
No.
And it's Matthew Wright's baby, and they are going to make a fortune out of it.
Oh, my God.
She's pregnant again. Well done, Kathy.
I'm not.
She is not disabled.
Retract.
That's what they didn't do, and that's where you are now.
Retract. I am not pregnant, but I am expecting a lot of classic burn-ups in the next 9 months or so because I passed my final bike test.
Yes.
Yeah, but have you got a parker yet?
Yeah, of course I have.
Have you got a parker and some loafers and everything?
Mate,
right?
Mate, listen, you are speaking to the president and the vice president of the Iain and Kath's motorcycle club scooter division, right?
Yeah, but you need to get Scott to do some parkers, because that's the thing. You could sell actual jackets, the parkers, and have a badge on the back, you know? And then do an actual rally down to Brighton.
You set up your own motorcycle club.
Okay.
And we'll set up, we've set one up and it's flourishing. We've got members all over the globe.
Maybe I'll set a rival one up with James Whale.
Yeah, good luck with that one, mate. Flipping, that old geezer. He's still going, is he?
Fair enough.
He's still going.
He is. Yeah, he's still going. Him and Ash.
Well,
I don't think mobility scooters count.
No.
No, you might be right. You might be right.
What can we do for you tonight, big man?
Well, listen, I wanted to talk to you about a scene I watched in the film today, and it sort of brought me back to years ago, right?
Yes, buddy.
Do you remember the film Jumping Jack Flash?
It's a gas. Not Woody Botmuddy. He was a comedian in Britain in the early 90s.
I've seen it, and I don't remember it at all.
It's the lady.
Is it
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, it's not Woody Bob.
Yeah, because I'm a massive Stones fan, and I know you're not really a fan, are you?
No, I think they're one of the worst bands of all time.
No, they're not.
You don't like
terrible.
Beggar's Banquet?
What?
You don't like Beggar's Banquet, album?
I've never heard it. Listen, the only good song, right, is Angie and...
No Expectations?
Sorry?
You don't know the song No Expectations?
I tell you what, we'll play it now, and I bet it's rubbish, yeah?
No, it's a great song. It's a ballad. I'm just saying.
No Expectation, Rolling Stones. Here we go. Let's have a little listen. Let's have a listen, mate.
Yeah,
all right. Listen, buddy. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Let's have a little listen. No Expectations.
You're loving it. Beautiful.
Yeah, man. Give me some more brown, man, before I play the guitar. I need some more brown.
Hey, man, he's going to come in now.
If I
Boom.
Take me to the station and put me on a train.
Not a problem, I'll do that, mate, because as long as you promise to stop singing your crappy songs, including the song No Expectations.
Oh,
Awful.
man, all right.
Awful.
Listen, you know what, but I wanted to, there's a scene where she tries to write out the lyrics to Jumping Jack Flash, right, in the film.
Yeah.
And she's like playing a cassette and winding it back, and it goes back. And it really brought me back to a time when I was thinking, do you remember before Google, that if you were listening to music, if you didn't get the lyrics, it would always be that sort of thing where you'd ask people or you'd talk about it and stuff. Did you or Kath ever have that? Where there was a song and you thought, I can't figure the lyrics out to this? Or what
When I was like 9, 10, 11, I would write down the lyrics to songs that I really liked, and it would be a lot of lifting the needle, not even pausing the tape. Be a lot of
really
lifting the needle.
cool.
I remember writing down the lyrics to bizarrely the Boxer Beat by Joe Boxers. Do you remember that?
Good tune.
It's a good tune. It's a very good tune.
For years, I thought Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, I thought it was Eddie, Are You Okay? Are You Okay, Eddie? Until someone went, no, it's Annie.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
One of the main problems I have with Michael Jackson, and have had for a number of years, is his diction.
Shamo.
His diction is terrible. You know, Shamo is come on.
Is that what it actually is?
No.
It is.
Catherine, are you willing to put that in writing?
I'm willing to stake Ian's house on it.
Good. All right, well, we'll have to follow up with
What?
that.
Hang on, my house?
Yes.
But hang on a minute. You've not backed up. Why? Right. Well, you then have to believe that Rihanna's Umbrella is about her VJ.
Why? I don't
Because
understand.
it is.
It's not. It's about friendship. You can stand under my umbrella. We'll be friends forever. And she says it. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
you can't stand under someone's fanny unless... Well, you can't stand unless they're on a ladder.
Well, she's quite statuesque, and maybe she's singing to Mickey Rooney. Or
I don't know why, but in
her
this case, side with Ian.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, there you go. Song beans and all that.
All right.
All right, cool.
Are we done here?
I think.
Yeah, we're done, buddy.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Let's go. Hang on. Jamie, were you on earlier?
Yeah. Called up earlier on. It was a bit depressing. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah, and you got potty mouth, mate. You can't come on and use that language. You cannot come on and use that language. I'm glad you're feeling better, but you've got to rein in the language. Jamie, we'll speak to you next week, mate. Thank you very much indeed. We don't really like the double bubble here. Let's go to Sandra. Good evening, Sandra.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Hi, Sandra. It was so nice to see you in Glasgow at the weekend, land of the dreams.
I'm so sorry you had such a bad experience.
It wasn't that bad. It was just the venue was a little bit weird. Me and Kath made £39 each out of it, so we had a great time.
We can have fun anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I just wanted to thank everybody for the Just Giving thing that you and Kath retweeted from my son, Lucas.
Oh yeah, we retweeted and retweeted your Just Giving page. Did people give a few quid?
Yeah, we've got £415.
Oh, flipping heck! Imagine the cakes you can get with that. I really fancy cake.
I'm not going because I'm not well enough. And as I said, Lucas's wish was to go to Galaxy's Edge next year.
To go. This was your boy. To go where?
Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars park. And
Right, Gaelic event.
Gaelic event.
Galaxy
Galaxy
Edge.
Quest. Galaxy event.
Galaxy's Edge. It's like a Star Wars thing.
Okay,
But anyway,
all right.
the doc said that he couldn't go.
Oh.
Because he would have to start his treatment pipes in. So the idea was we wanted to do a road trip with his dad, and the place he wants to go to is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hotel.
Yeah, it sounds fun. He's got to dress up in suzzies. You got to wear suzzies if you're going to a Rocky Horror event.
I know. See, if there's anybody out there, he would love to go to the picnic, but it's well overdue.
You got to listen to the doctor, but then also sometimes you got to just take life grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you got to ignore doctor's advice and just go for it. You just got to do what makes you happy.
I won't be able to go. I'm not going. It's not for me. And I hate asking anybody for money, honestly. People will tell you.
Well, no, listen, it's all good. It's all good. People want to help out. There's a lot of great people out there, Sandra, and I'm glad it worked out, and I'm glad you got a few quid. Thank you very much indeed. We've got to go because I've missed every single break this evening, and that means I'm going to be in big trouble with the big man, Mr. Rupert Murdoch. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. I've still got these. I'm not making light of it. I've still got this stomachache, and it comes and goes. Yeah, well, the stomachache is constant. It's like constant motion sickness, right? So I don't think it's my ears because I googled it. And they said it might be like something wrong with your ears, like the balance in your ears. I don't think it's my ears.
It's not labyrinthitis.
No. It's not that because it's mainly in the stomach, right? And but then, like every sort of 2 or 3 hours, I just get this wave of intense nausea, and I just have to sit down and think. I think I'm going to throw up for about 15 minutes, and then I don't, and I go back to just having a low-level stomachache. I don't know if there's any doctors here. Any dentists listening? Any doctors' wives?
Anyone who's ever been to a doctor?
Yeah, or anyone who's ever watched Doctor in Clover. If you could give me a call, 0344, there's a reference for the kids, 0344 499 1000. What the hell's wrong with me? Catherine, what have you got?
Nudist traveller reveals the best place in the world to get naked.
Now, hang on. Nudist traveller. Who's that dirty the naked rambler? For God's sakes, man. Just come on, just put some shorts on. Put some shorts on. Was it good? I mean, going top. I think it's weird men topless in towns and anywhere. You know, men topless in supermarkets.
Oh, I was just thinking about that.
That is disgusting.
I often do. No, when you go in and buying your veg and there's nipples. No, thanks.
It's disgusting.
No merci.
Horrible. Unless it's someone really buff. I'm joking. Even then, no, it's horrible. No, I don't want to see it.
Because along with tops off, are armpits out.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Oh, I bet you wouldn't mind if it was a woman. Yes, I would. Put your clothes on.
Yeah.
Put your clothes on. What are you doing? Crying out loud. Put some flipping clothes on. It's disgusting, it is. Makes me...
You can see your umbrella.
Honestly, right, you do that and I'm going to Google it.
A nudist revealed which country she enjoys stripping off in the most. She also revealed jaw-dropping naked snaps from the location. Can you see what she's doing? Yes. It's not really a travel log, it's a look at my jugs log. A nudist ditches her clothes as she travels the world. Svetlana Rios from Russia has enjoyed the freedom that comes with stripping off as she globe-trots. Over the years, she's passed through countries including the US, Peru and the Maldives. Svetlana says Iceland is the most breathtaking location she's visited. It's rather fitting that the 30-year-old should be so in love with the country as she bears resemblance to Daenerys Targaryen of Game of Thrones.
I'm not listening because I'm finding great evidence that's going to destroy you. But I hope that you're listening because she's put a lot of work into this.
I'm not. The Nordic country provided a backdrop, you see, for many scenes in the HBO show. And just like the programme's popularity, fans seem to adore the naturist's shoots too. See, what they've done there is not only have they got you suckers, and me included, to read this story, which is all about now. They've got you doing it, but because it's a very, very attractive woman in the picture and the headline says she's going to be naked, and it also has the words Game of Thrones in there. So immediately it's primo clickbait.
I've just read the lyrics to Umbrella.
You're not. How can you stand under someone's foof?
Carry on. You're about to get destroyed, mate.
Svetlana has taken snaps in the hot springs. I used to sing that to my baby. It better not be about a foof.
Yeah.
Svetlana has taken snaps in the hot springs as well as the picturesque lupine fields, and her images have racked up thousands of likes on the nudist's Instagram page at @lighty_light. I wonder why. The blonde bombshell also receives plenty of attention for her wedding photos. The Emilia Clarke, she does not look like Emilia Clarke, really. She's just a blonde woman.
Yeah.
The lookalike has been married for 5 years, and she renews her vows every year. To mark her anniversary, Svetlana weds again in a different country.
What? With the same dude?
Yeah.
Or lady?
Svetlana's first real wedding was in Las Vegas. Nobody's real weddings in Las Vegas.
No.
In January 2015. Since then, she's jetted off to enjoy a variety of different ceremonies. In 2016, the couple marked their anniversary with a Buddhist union in Thailand. They then got hitched in the desert in the United Arab Emirates in 2017. They better had some clothes on there. And celebrated with an Inca marriage in Peru in 2018. This year, the couple enjoyed a Chinese bridal party in Hong Kong.
These two are getting on my nerves.
Svetlana said, Russian, "Of course, all the wedding ceremonies are symbolic ones. Yeah, not real." She added,
You just reminded me of that voice. Do you remember
"Traveling became my addiction in 2010 when I had my first trip."
Do you remember? Hang on. Do you remember that voice? Do you remember that in the 80s they came up with a way of losing weight, and it was having your jaw wired together. You're something like
This is
your
how you do
jaw
Russian.
together.
This is how you do Russian.
That was an actual trend, was to get your jaw wired together so you couldn't put food in.
Oh, pressed out your lips. There's another one.
Incredible. Go on.
I tried to travel as much as possible, cutting back on other expenses like cinema, restaurants, new clothes, etc. She doesn't need new clothes. She's always got a bum out.
Okay.
I met my husband in 2014 and we started traveling together, exploring the world and sharing emotions. Sharing emotions, you say? I can't imagine my life without it now. The end.
Okay. What we're going to do when we come back, we got Doug, we got Ray, we got Stefan. So we're going to take some calls. I'm going to read you the lyrics of Umbrella, and you're going to tell me it's not about a vagina, okay? Okay?
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I love it when I wind her up, because that is genuine. What you heard there, the mask just slipped and we got the real Catherine. And
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is. It's dark. It's dark, guys. It's dark. This is Talk Radio.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
03444991000 is the phone number. Let's go to Simsy. Good evening, Simsy.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, I like this. Respect at last from the callers. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, I want to hear about Rihanna's food first of all.
Okay, here we go. Right, so here are the lyrics, right? It's raining, ooh, baby, it's raining. Baby.
Oh, Susie, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Okay.
Just keep going, yeah.
Baby, come into me. Come into me. You're telling me this isn't about a vagina. Baby, come into me. That's an actual lyric. It's raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining. Baby, come into me. Come into me.
It's the Umbrella's shelter that's
It's
calling.
raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining. You can always come into me. Come into me. It's pouring rain. It's pouring rain. So it's soaking wet, and she wants him to come into her. It's pouring rain. Come into me. It's pouring rain. You're telling me that is actually about an umbrella?
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
I think you're probably reading too much into it, Ian.
Oh, what do you mean reading too much? You guys are reading too much into it. The lyrics are, baby, come into me. It's pouring rain, come into me. Come on, guys. It's about having it away. And in the video, she's grinding.
She's always grinding. It's what she does. She can't dance straight.
She must have an itchy nunu. Simsy,
I'm with Kath on that.
Well, you're both idiots. Go on.
Oh, well, that's not the first time you call me that.
No.
Ever since you clicked on that button to buy that doll, I think it's cursed everybody that listens to your show.
Flipping it, and you've got to... No, hang on. If you're going to come on and mention the doll, you have got to... I've been reading about this. You've got to warn us before you just drop it like that, right? Just hang on for a second. Guys. I need to... I need to find... I've got something here somewhere. You should have warned us you were going to... Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Go on.
Here we go. We've got to do this.
That's a bit sinister.
Be quiet.
Is that cat humming?
Please be quiet. I'm doing a cleansing and healing spell.
Cleansing?
Cleansing and held it. Cleansing and...
It's too late for cleansing.
Shush.
Too late.
Cleansing and healing spell. Everyone has to imagine themselves bathed in a holy white light. And picture your loved ones who have passed on to the other side.
Or Rihanna's food.
Please, mate. I'm trying to counteract demons and black magic. Stop talking about pop stars' fannies. Imagine yourself bathed in a very cleansing, holy white light. Your ancestors are kneeling beside you and they are mopping your brow with a cool flannel, clean flannel. Never seen such a clean flannel. You are surrounded by love.
I never ate that.
Please, Simsy! Please! You are surrounded by love. Love runs through your veins. You are protected here. You are safe. You are holy, and you are held in the hands of the Creator.
Cheers.
Is she singing Oh Rihanna? Hang on.
Cheers. It was Rihanna. I mentioned.
What the hell? Even the cleansing and healing spell is haunted. Right, we should be safe now, Simsy. Hold on to your rabbit's foot. It's going to be a wild ride. What have you got for us then?
My trousers fell down today while I was stood at the urinal in work.
Oh my goodness!
And they just fell down, did they?
Well, this is what happened. I had my phone in one pocket and a phone in the other pocket.
Yes.
Quite heavy phones. I undid my button and my trousers fell down, and I stood at a urinal with my trousers around there.
Like a tiny boy.
Well, yeah, thank you for that. Less of a tiny, but this comes only weeks after my white trousers fell down while trying to get through a revolving door.
Do you know how to use trousers? Because I've never had trousers fall down either at a urinal or, I mean, a revolving door. You would think the G's would keep it up. I've never had trousers fall down.
Ian, of all the people I can think of, I reckon you have definitely had your trousers fall down.
Only when I've wanted them to fall down. Catherine, go on.
It reminded me of when my little girl started school, and you get their uniforms and they're just always too big.
Yeah.
And we were walking home at the end of the day, and I said, "You're walking a bit funny. You all right?" And I lifted her skirt, and her skirt was like below the knee.
Yeah.
And as I lifted her skirt, her knickers were there.
Oh.
Her knickers had gone down.
Oh, yeah.
She was prepared to waddle all the way home
Wow.
rather than say something.
Do you need
that
to...
elastic was loose.
Simsy, I don't know, have you heard of a thing called, GoFundMe? Do you know GoFundMe?
Yeah, do you think I should start one of those for a belt?
Exactly what I was going to say, buddy. You need something. In the meantime, get a bit of rope, like a tramp, and tie...
it's not that bad. Oh, I see you for that. Yeah.
It's not that bad. Your trousers have fallen down twice, once in a men's toilets. That's an advert. Let's go to Stefan. Good evening, Stefan.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm very, very well, mate. What have you got for us tonight?
Oh, just calling in about your stomach. But actually, you guys own my gallbladder, but a couple of years back, I had gallstones.
Yes.
And when it started, it was very similar to what you're describing.
Whoa, hang on. What are you saying? Gallstones?
Gallstones, yeah. So when it first started, it was just a mild pain in my stomach.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, I'd get this little bout of nausea where I had to fight back a throw up.
A throw up, yes.
And then it would go away, and then I just have that remnant pain in my stomach for a while. Most people do get over them by themselves quite easily, but if you've got a liver problem or a problem with your gallbladder, then you might actually develop so many that it causes a blockage, and then you start getting quite a bit of pain.
Oh, God. You do realise you've just given the world's... I mean...
What? Am I going to die? Am I going to die? How much pain am I going to be in?
More than likely, none. I mean, you're probably gonna. What you've experienced is probably the worst, and that's even if it is gallstones. It just.
I think we both know it is gallstones. Is it? Will it pass on its own? Did you have very loose stools?
My stools were very variant at the worst. I don't remember what they were like when it first started.
God, I'm dying.
No, you see, this is you're talking to the world's biggest hypochondriac, and you're giving him ammo. You're weaponising him.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I shouldn't have said anything.
He thinks he's dying.
I thought I was being helpful.
Oh, Catherine, I'm dying. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel the gallstones. I can feel the gallstones.
He's lying on the floor now.
On another topic, though, Umbrella is definitely about a vagina.
Oh.
That'll cheer you up.
No,
He's saying you're right about the JJ.
Nothing will cheer me up ever again. I'm dying.
Well, not even Rihanna's foof.
No.
Oh,
just
dear.
being proved right doesn't give me pleasure anymore.
Oh my goodness! I think it might be terminal.
It's okay though, because you have a backup gallbladder. Because I gave you mine for your Frankenmonster.
Oh,
yeah, but yours
yours
was broken, wasn't it?
Can we get him deported?
Well, no, you could empty it out. They just cut the whole thing out instead of doing that.
This guy really is bumming me out, Kathy. He's giving me a bad trip.
I'm
dying, and this guy's I'm dying, and this guy's loving it. This guy's killing me. This guy's a murderer. Let's bring back hanging for this guy who is murdering a national treasure. Me.
Oh no!
Get out of here, buddy. You scum. You're a piece of trash. Scum. You talk to him.
I was trying to be helpful, Ian.
Well, you've helped him to an early grave.
I didn't know he was a hypochondriac.
Oh, my goodness, he'll have anything if it's free.
He asked anyone to call in.
Yep.
And if they knew anything. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Oh, gosh.
Now I've broken the best radio.
He's gone.
Yeah, ruined it.
He's gone.
You're
I can't talk to anyone.
Can
you talk to Doug? I can't talk to anyone. I'm dying.
Hey, Doug.
Dying.
Hiya.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, I got something to cheer Ian up, hopefully.
I hope so too, Doug. I'm relying on you.
Katie mentioned the Japanese fart battle.
Oh, yeah, he's back in the room.
Yeah, go on. What's the... Yeah. Go on, I'm in.
Right, look up Higassen Scroll. That's Hegassen.
Higassen Scroll.
Why, what is it?
You'll see.
Is it someone farting down a tube?
Higassen Scroll. Okay. How do you spell it?
Hegassen.
SSEN.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Higassen. Oh, it's pictures of the build-up and the taking part of a fart competition. Why is there a cat being suspended in a fart?
What?
Yeah.
There's a cat being suspended in a fart.
He's blasting the cat away.
This is what Umbrella's about.
It's being put in the streams. It's like the end of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he slimed me. You can see their balls and willy and everything.
Oh.
What?
That's a really long scroll.
It's a whole scroll of this. Oh, it's gone. Why can't we see it?
You were looking for something for your long wall, weren't you?
Yeah, that would fit perfect. That's nuts. Gassen's scroll. The scroll depicts various scenes with one peculiar characteristic recurring throughout the scroll. At least one character is having a bout of flatulence directed against the other characters. The scroll may have been made to highlight the political and social changes in Japan. Oh, get lost, was it? It may have been made to highlight the political and social changes. No, it wasn't. It was made to highlight farting in Japan. That's what it was. The political and social changes, my foot. How do you know about this, Doug? Are you a dirty boy?
You're a fart fan.
I don't remember. I remember a few years ago it was mentioned somewhere, so I looked it up.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're a good lad, and we appreciate that you did that. Thank you, Doug. Let's go to Dave. Good evening. That was a great call, Doug. Thank you. Let's go to Dave.
Good evening.
Evening, Dave.
Hello. Captain, well done.
Sorry, what now?
He said, well, he's congratulating you.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Is this Dave the Power Ranger?
Yes, it is.
It's Dave the Power Ranger.
Well, Dave, you're on a crappy phone.
Oh, I'm on just a second. Bear with me a second. Wait a minute.
Oh, you better not be on speakerphone.
He's not on speakerphone. He's,
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much. Why was it so crap?
I was on my headphones.
Headphones are.
When will they ever learn?
But no, I always ring with those, and they're normally fine.
You ring them again, and I'm going to shove them not up your backside, at the hole at the front of your body.
Oh my God!
What can we do for you tonight?
Well, I was going to ring in about something else, but now that you've been mentioning your gut, I've got a real doctor in the other room listening.
Oh yeah, have I got gallstones?
I don't know. Well, tell us what it was, because I missed the beginning when you were describing.
For the last 10 days, I've had a very loose
He's
bowel.
had the tom tits.
Very loose bowel. Sometimes it's been water, and the poos are like a very light sort of brown colour, very pale brown. I've had stomachache for 10 days, a little bit of headache. It feels like motion sickness, and sort of every 3 hours I'll get like a rush, like I'm going to throw up, and I have to sit with it for 3 or 4 minutes, 10 minutes, kind of suck it down, and then it goes, but I still got the stomachache.
She's grimacing.
Oh, really? Well, am I dying? Is it gallstones, and am I dying?
Is it gallstones and is he dying? Oh, hang on, she's on a delay.
Oh,
Right.
she was grimacing at the colour, I think, probably. It was detail no one wanted.
Yeah, she's listening on a delay. While she's listening to that interview you had with Steve was brilliant.
With who?
Steve, about the Amazing Jonathan.
Oh, Steve Byrne, yeah, did you watch the film?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Good, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
I had a few people that got in touch about that, and they really enjoyed it. It's a good film, for free!
I know, it's incredible, it's so well done. But he's mentioned Impractical Jokers. Have you watched that?
I haven't watched that.
Oh, it's great. It's really
This
fun.
is really interesting, Dave. Have I got gallstones? Am I going to die?
How long has he got, Doctor?
Wait a minute. She'll have listened via the delay now, wouldn't it? What's wrong with him? Sounds viral, sir.
Right, so I'm going to die. Jeez, my
Did she say
God.
sounds viral?
Yes, I'm going to die.
No, you don't die of that.
Oh, you don't die of viruses? How do I get better? Can she give me antibiotics under the counter?
Of course not. It's a virus.
All right, well, that's why I'm asking for them under the counter. You're not a doctor, she is!
Listen, even I know that viruses do not get cured by antibiotics.
It's got to be worth a try! What do I do? Just
You've got to
sweat
ride it out.
Sweat it out.
Yeah,
Well, not
ride
sweat
it out.
no.
Yeah, did you just ride it out? Yeah.
So the official... Right, this couple of bullshine, right? So your wife is a doctor. The official doctorly advice is just ride it out, yeah?
Yeah.
Get out of town. There's no doctor.
I'll get your rubber ring to sit on.
That is no doctor, and that is no doctor's husband. That's a couple of prankers. That's the Jerky Boys. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
That's your Dr. John gone. That's it, guys. Ah, man. Everybody's going. Everybody's checking out. Everybody's had enough. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. The Late Night Alternative. Weeknights from 10. Me and Catherine, and we just sit and talk rubbish. A couple of podcasts. We do the best of podcasts of this show every single night. Type in Late Night Alternative Iain Lee on iTunes or Acast or your usual podcast device. It will come up there. Please subscribe, like and share it. And we also put out on the same feed, so you haven't got to look anywhere else for it. But if we have a guest, like we had Nettie Baker last night, that goes out as a separate podcast as well. That's all on the same feed. On a separate feed is the show that we do away from this show called The Rabbit Hole. Again, you type in Rabbit Hole, Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle, something like that. Combination of those things, and that will pop up. You need to subscribe to that as well. Subscribe, like and share. It's like the radio show, but done in front of a live audience of mainly drunk people. And we sit and we talk, and it gets very bluer than this, very sweary. Sometimes it's sweary, sometimes it's not, but it's generally quite sweary. And we take phone calls, and it's all done in front of an audience, and it's weird hearing people like laugh and join in and have fun with all of that. It's good. The Rabbit Hole, episode 81.
It's crazy.
Episode 81, and we're going to do one. We got a little bit slack, and took our eyes off the ball a bit. Every Thursday you're going to get a new one. This is the first one from Manchester proper. We put out one from Manchester last week, and that was kind of the preamble as people were coming in. This is the first half of the Saturday night show from Manchester. I think the Saturday night in Manchester was one of the funniest nights we've ever done.
Yeah, it was great.
I think it is. So go and have a listen to it, share it with people that you think might like it, and subscribe. It helps us. Ray, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. What have you got for us, Katarina Boyle?
Well, good news and bad news.
Oh.
Good news that women can put the razors down, because apparently topiary, the old womanscaping,
yes,
is out.
Is it?
And we're going back to 1970s style.
Thank God.
Full bush.
Thank God.
Bad news is the people that make knickers don't know that, so it's going to be a it's going to be carnage.
Who decides the fashion of the hair? Is it Stella McCartney? Is it Stella McCartney? Is it what's his name? Yves Saint Laurent?
Mm-hmm.
Yves Saint Laurent? Is it Charlie? Is it Avon? Who is it?
Who decides what shape knickers we're going to be wearing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at...
Is it Hans Kimmel?
Hans Kimmel.
Is that one?
Who is that?
Is that one? Hans Kimmel?
I don't know.
Is Hans Kimmel the fashion? It's a fashion. Oh, that's a good way of saying fashion. It's a fashion man.
You like Pierre Cardin?
Hans Kimmel? Who was it? Now, who was the German that got a little bit dodgy bodsky?
Oh.
Got called out a bit.
Yep.
A little bit racist.
Yeah. It was Karl Lagerfeld.
Karl Lagerfeld.
Yeah.
Was Karl Lagerfeld in charge of the women's?
Not anymore.
Is it passed away?
He's passed away.
Is
He's
it
left all his money
communicating
to his cat.
Is communicating from the on the grave on how the women's bush should be looking for the umbrellas.
Thing is, right, if you do grow your hair out, ladies, are we expected to wear the Love Island style bikinis that are basically going right up both ends? Maintaining a perfectly smooth bikini line is no mean feat. From warding off pesky razor bumps to finding the right time to let your hairs grow out, going for a Brazilian definitely has its drawbacks.
But people don't... Is Brazilian completely bald?
Well, I thought Brazilian was with a landing strip. I thought
that was
Hollywood
the landing
was
strip.
all off.
Yeah, I thought that was a landing strip. I don't think you get the landing strip anymore. I like that. It's kind of cute. Yeah, okay.
Therefore, we have some good news for you if you're tiring of hair removal. The full bush is back.
Yes, mate.
Holistic Ob-Gyn, Dr. Eden Fromberg, recently spoke to Vogue about pubic hair trends. The New York-based expert said this is because many women are choosing fashion over function. She said women are becoming increasingly aware that our bodies are a lot more than the visual or sexual playthings.
Yes.
We want to express our diversity and power, live our preferences and feel comfortable in our own bodies without judgment. The feminist approach to hair removal is nothing new.
No.
Celebrities including Gwyneth Paltrow and Emma Watson have spoken openly about leaving their pubes.
Gwyneth Paltrow disgusts me. She talks about putting stones up your bumhole, doesn't she?
She's obsessed with her foof. Well, first of all, she was steaming it. Yeah, then she's putting jade eggs up there. Just leave the thing alone.
No, they're not meant to go up your bum. I might need. This might explain my gut. Okay, okay.
The Harry Potter star says she uses. Oh, this feels wrong talking about her because to me she's a kid.
No, she's not. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. She's got needs.
The Harry Potter
Mummy
star
has needs.
says she uses oil to keep her fuzz nourished and soft. She told The Gloss, "I use fur oil. I'll use that anywhere from the ends of my hair to my eyebrows to my pubic hair. It's an amazing all-purpose product." Model Ashley Graham has also spoken about her intimate hair. In an interview with Glamour, she revealed, "Honey, I have a full bush. It's all about
Honey,
your
I
preference
shaved my bush.
And your partner's preference." Okay.
It's weird. I do think it's weird that women aren't allowed to have hair under their arms or on their legs. They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to. It is.
Do you remember when Julia Roberts waved in front of the cameras and had the audacity to have armpit hair?
That was big news. Now, here's the thing. I don't find underarm hair on women attractive.
But we're not used to it.
No, exactly. This is the point I was going to make. I've thought about this a lot. I find it unattractive. And yes, I've come to the conclusion that it's because I've been trained to find it unattractive. This is how I have been conditioned from birth.
Yeah, we all have to think of it as being masculine or untidy or dirty.
Yeah.
And same goes for you down below.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've talked about this a fair bit on this show, the fact that women are that there are so many products these days that are sold on the basis that women are embarrassed.
Yes.
And the serious side of it is women disconnected from that side of their life, don't want to talk about it to anyone else, not going for smear tests, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's this sort of squeamishness about yourself. Can you imagine? Thinking that something that you have, that you sit on every single day, is somehow disgusting, unhygienic, probably stinks, everyone thinks it's horrible.
Don't sit on your vagina, Catherine. I hate to break it to you. You sit on your bot, not your
If
VV.
I sit forwards.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Ray. Good evening, Ray. Good evening, Ray. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, Ray. Let's try James. Good evening, James.
Oh, good evening to you. How are you?
Well done. James rose to the challenge. Good evening, James. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, it's interesting what you were talking about there, because I'm a drag queen as well as an open mic singer.
Yeah, we did not know that. You've left that very late in the day to let us know. Well done.
Well.
So, do you tuck?
No, I don't tuck at the moment. No, duct tape is not my thing.
Okay. So
I don't know how that what you're talking about will affect drag queens. Sometimes I miss a bit under my arm.
Oh dear.
Well, no, I think I want my drag queens to be smooth. They're hyper women, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
they're idealised women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was in drag on Saturday, in Nottingham, and I was the queen out of Game of Thrones.
Which one?
The one with the blonde. With
Daenerys.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Oh blimey! Well, that was a sight.
Oh, it was fantastic.
How do you look? Describe what you were wearing, James.
I was wearing like a crushed velvet dress with a lace front and a necklace, a ruby necklace, and it was red, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got blonde hair with little plaits in it, and my face was done up like a woman.
Now, that laughter says to me you're not taking this as seriously...
No, the fact you don't do your armpits.
As seriously as you should be. I don't know...
No. I take it very seriously.
You don't tuck, you don't shave under the arm. What is... I want a refund.
No, well, the thing is, I mean...
Yeah.
You know, well, whatever suits you. You know, I've...
James is getting very defensive all of a sudden.
No. I've got a whole wardrobe full of dresses, and I've got...
so what do you do? What do you do when you're dressed up?
Well, you indulge in the... what do they call it? Lip syncing. Lip sync for your life and all that stuff.
But why? Here's the thing. You're driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the thing. Why don't drag queens sing?
Some do.
But why do drag queens lip sync? What is that all about?
There is an art to it.
Well, there is, yeah.
Yeah.
But James can sing, so why doesn't he sing?
Can you do the old busy lips?
Well, I have sung. I did Dolly Parton once.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Why does this
Parton.
conversation feel really stilted? It feels really stilted.
I don't know. I can hear like an echo coming back to me.
Ah, that will explain it. All right, well, listen, we'll let you go. Thank you very much, James. I don't believe a word of it. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I tell you what we do. You relax. Don't touch the phones. We're going to take calls straight to air till the end of the show. You never know. We might just about the last few calls have just been a bit, just feel we've lost the energy a bit. So let's take calls straight to air, and let's see who knows what might happen. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh, this is a good story. This is a good story. You shouldn't really wallow in someone else's misfortune, but I quite like this. Two of Anne Widdecombe's stage show tour dates were axed yesterday in a backlash over her gay therapy comments.
Oh.
She was performing at a theatre. Google Anne Widdecombe and see what her stage show is. I've met her. She's such an obnoxious woman. But people think she's that cute woman from Strictly. She's not. She's a homophobe. She's anti-abortion. She's anti-women's rights. She's anti-gay rights. She's terrible. Terrible. Brexit MEP Anne Widdecombe, who said science might one day produce an answer to being gay, was due to perform in Cornwall on Saturday.
It's an evening with.
Right. So what is that? Is it?
Okay.
Well, no, I know what an evening with would be, but how are they billing it? Were you about to explain to me what an evening with is?
No.
You're about to go. Well, it's
She'll sit on the stage and
talk. Is it Q&A? I mean, what? What is she going to talk about? But Penzance Penley Park Open Air Theatre pulled the plug. And next March's show at the Landmark in Ilfracombe, Devon, was scrapped by operator Celador. Boss David Hutchinson blasted her words as divisive and ignorant. It comes after the ex-Tories' ranting turn at a rally ahead of the Peterborough by-election. Oh, that was tonight, the Peterborough. That was today.
Yes.
It's finished at 10?
Yes.
So when do the results come in?
Well, I suppose they'll be coming in overnight, won't they?
Can you have a little look, see if we can find out any exit polls or anything?
All right.
Genuinely quite interesting. Go on, what is an evening with Anne Widdecombe?
Strictly Anne, an evening with Anne Widdecombe. Strictly Anne. Sailing dangerously close to national treasure status.
Oh, God, no!
Here's the thing. Do you remember Big Brother?
Yeah.
You and I both going, guys, it's kind of normalising this.
Yeah, yeah.
Sailing dangerously close to national treasure status, one of the most outspoken politicians of our time embarks on her first ever national tour. Entertaining, enlightening and as controversial as you would expect, Margaret Thatcher and Craig Revel-Horwood collide as Anne lifts the lid on life in Westminster.
Hideous.
And shares behind-the-scenes gossip from some of the nation's best-loved programmes.
Here's the thing, why can't I do an audience with? Why can't I sell out a small theatre in Devon? I'm not a homophobe. I've been on reality TV. I'll make up stuff as well, make it more interesting.
You have to let a dancer drag you around by your feet.
I can do that.
Yeah, so she's spilling the beans on Strictly. Have I got news for you, Celebrity
Anne Widdecombe
Brother?
has never spilt her beans. During Tuesday's rally, she claimed a Mike Green win would cause shockwaves. So that's the election that happened today. Miss Widdecombe last night insisted she hadn't signed a contract for the Devon show. She added it was just a potential venue. Okay, fine. So have we got any exit polls on that?
Let me just check.
Election. Let's find out.
I just want to check the guidance we've been given as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So let me just do that.
Okay. We'll wait.
Don't wait.
No, we're waiting. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for phone calls. Straight to air. I'm just waiting. Sometimes at 23 minutes past 12, it's just nice. It's just nice to wait. Just sit back in peace. Enjoy the peace. Relax. Relaxez-vous, s'il vous plaît, monsieur. Pardon. Mais oui. Kath's reading the instructions.
Yeah, let's not.
Radio.
Let's not.
Can we not? What does it say?
It says, tomorrow, all we can really say is the voting has begun, the polls are open. Discussions and analysis of election must finish when the polls open. Polls close at 10 o'clock. I guess this is sort of all pre-10 o'clock stuff.
Yeah, that's all pre-10 o'clock. When it's closed, you can talk about it.
So, okay.
So, can you find an exit poll?
Yeah, let's have a look.
You have a little look for an exit poll. We had a caller, and then they bottled it. They bottled it. Come back, caller.
Because it's saying not to refer to exit polls, but I suppose that's beforehand, right?
Yeah, be before. Yeah, of course it's beforehand. At 10 o'clock, at 10 o'clock you can talk about it. There's no other elections going on. It's just this one, isn't it? Just this one by-election.
Peterborough, yeah.
The old bye-bye. The old bye-bye election. I'm going to be honest, there's very, very little in the papers. Oh, hang on, we got a call. Let's see who we got here. Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Turn your radio off?
Turn the radio off.
Thank you very much. Well done. What can we do for you tonight, caller?
Did you know there's a lady garden in the House of Lords?
I didn't. Tell me about it.
She's a lady garden. That's
She's
any more than that, really.
What do you mean? She is a lady garden.
There is a lady garden in the House of Lords.
Well, I don't know where. What does that mean? I know what it means, but what I know what it means, but what does it mean?
Well, she's called Lady Garden. You'd try and be a viscountess or something, wouldn't you? Really?
Oh, you mean there's a lady garden?
Yeah.
I thought you meant there was a garden called Lady Garden. You're telling me there's an actual lady garden in the House of Lords? No.
There's a lady garden in the House of Lords.
I'm Googling that, right? And if that is not true, I want it to be so true. I want it to be so true. But if that's not true, then you are... Susan Garden, Lady Garden. Ah, yes,
there we
mate.
go. Yeah.
Thank you very much, caller. There we go. There's a Lady Garden. We'll have that in the House of Lords. It's looking. I've been sent a tweet saying Labour have won, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe tweets. But now, then, Ross, our very own Ross Kempsell is saying Brexit Party sources here at the Count in Peterborough are bullish, contrary to the Labour briefing. And then someone called Fiona Leishman says word is circulating that Labour may have a more successful by-election than thought and may even outdo the Brexit Party. Well, that doesn't say who's winning, does it?
No.
So I
don't see anything concrete yet here.
There's no, you don't see no concrete, Boily?
No.
You don't see no concrete. Oh, I lost all of my windows. Hang on a second. I had to close my windows. Daily Mail dating. There was a thing about dating. I had to close all of my windows. And now, I tell you what, let's play the trail early while I try and find something. Thank you very much.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting.
You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the phone number. Let's take calls straight to air. Good evening, line 1.
Good evening, Iain.
Good evening, line 1.
Can I just say, Catherine, well done on your bike test.
There we go. The big guns are coming out to thank Catherine's big guns.
I appreciate it.
And when's the backy?
When is the backy?
Yeah, when are you going to give me a backy? Well, we need
hilarious.
We need to sort out a date next week to go for a burn-up. You give me a backy then. We'll park mine up and you can give me a backy. Seriously.
You don't want a backy on my bike, do you?
Yes!
It'll look ridiculous.
It looked ridiculous when I gave you a backy.
Well, no, because I'm a small person on the back of a big man's bike.
Yes.
You're not going to be on the...
No, but I still had to sit
hanging off the back of my
had to sit very far forward and I couldn't steer properly because my knees were under the handlebars. Of course I want a backy. Why do you think I wanted you to pass so I can have a backy?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having the backy's going to be next week, Andrew.
Oh, good. Oh, and Iain, are you letting the cats out yet?
Am I letting the cats out yet? Do you know what? Yeah, I am.
Good.
I kept the cats in for a bit because they killed 5 birds, and then I just thought it's nature.
Yeah, it is.
I had some guy on Twitter having a go at me saying I needed to keep them in until the end of July, and then I said no, I'm not going to do that. He went, well, you're not bothered then. That's a shame. I said, go get lost, mate. I don't criticise. And then I realised I was arguing with some bloke about how I look after my cats. Get out of town.
This bloke will look at the TV and see, oh, there's lions attacking Angela. Oh no.
Yeah.
Pick them in.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's nature.
All rubbish.
It's nature.
The
cats are out. The cats are out, and they're going to have fun. If they want to kill some birds, then they're going to kill some birds. I'm going to help them kill some birds. I'm going to snap the wings of some birds and just leave them to make it easier for them to catch.
Why don't you get the cats a set of nunchucks?
Okay, I can do that. I can arm the cats. I can definitely do that. Andrew, anything else?
No, tell me to shut up.
What?
You tell him to shut up, he says.
No,
he likes the rough stuff.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, go on.
No, I'm not doing it. I like you. I respect you as a human being.
I'll do it.
Oh, go on, Kath.
Shut up, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There we go. He enjoyed that too much. Right, here we go. Who needs Tinder? Tracy Cox, who's a sexpert,
she is,
reveals the very unexpected places to find your next steamy encounter. Okay, here we go. So this to stop you being disabled. Online dating and hookup apps might be convenient, but they're also demoralising, exhausting, and only expose you to a certain type of person. Yeah, the kind of weirdo that uses hookup apps. Remember what people used to do before Tinder came along? Yeah, they were lonely. They'd meet in real life. Look up, not down, and you might find there's loads of attractive people standing right beside you. Even better, meeting someone in real life avoids that awful moment when you meet someone you spark nicely with on screen to find it's a fizzle chemistry-wise for one or both of you in the flesh. So meet people in real life, and you'll find that it's better than when you meet people in real life. Well, that doesn't make sense. I met my husband at a pub. Hang on. Many people are so used to dating online, they've forgotten how to do it the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way didn't really work.
Well, it doesn't work when you spend all your time at work, which is what most people do these days.
But I met my wife at work. That's what's really amazing. People at work.
Oh.
My next relationship is with Matthew Wright. We're going to have a celebrity baby.
I met my husband. Well, I kind of knew his brother.
You went out with his brother?
Briefly.
You were allowed to say
with
that?
his brother. I went to school with his brother. And nothing ever... I was going out with someone else while we were at school, and then it's afterwards. We dated briefly, and then I went to university, came back, and, got together with my now husband.
There you go.
We met in a pub.
Who?
Me and my husband.
Well, you didn't meet him in a pub. You'd have met him at your boyfriend's house.
No, I didn't go to his house. He never got to that point.
Oh, okay.
We just went out for a couple of drinks.
Oh, okay, right. Many people are so used to online dating, they've forgotten how to do it the old-fashioned way, or they never learned. A lot of millennials struggle with in-person communication and lack body language skills because they have no experience. I met my husband at a pub in Richmond. He was standing drinking a pint. I was sitting with a girlfriend at a table near him. Between us, handily, was a box of matches that came from Stringfellows, a strip club in London.
We know.
I picked them up and called him over. Are these yours? I said, narrowing my eyes like I was about to tell him off. He looked at them and squinted and then said, God, no, they're not mine. Oh, they're kidding. I said, I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, God.
He laughed, I laughed, and then we got married. Well, a few years later. What ridiculous story. No one hooks up with people in pubs. No one hooks up with people in pubs. You did?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Here's some unexpected hunting grounds you may not have thought of on what to do when you're there and you see someone who takes your fancy. The supermarket. Oh, jeez.
Oh, we had a neighbour that did that.
What? Hung out in Lidl's?
No, here's what happened. We had a neighbour, they got divorced. She went to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Apparently there are certain nights where it's singles nights.
Oh, I don't think they do that anymore. That was a big thing about 5-10 years ago.
This is when it happened. And she didn't realise, she says, and she was wandering around and this guy got talking to her and then he, it sounds creepy, but she didn't mind. And then she walked away and then when she was putting the stuff in her car, he came back over and he said, I wonder whether I could see you again. And they ended up getting married.
Well, okay. But they don't do the singles nights anymore. That was a while ago. That was like a gimmick. It was a gimmick. So the supermarket. Admittedly, you feel more confident date hunting with a few stiff drinks under your belt. Gee, that's what everyone wants, a drunk. And hovering around the washing powder in your track pants. But don't underestimate the supermarket as a potential hunting ground. More than a few singles have connected while reaching for the same loo paper. Besides, you can tell a lot about someone by what's in their shopping trolley.
That's true.
The man stocking up on nappies and tampons is married with a child. The guy with chocolate biscuits and 25 frozen pizzas is most definitely single. It's super easy to start up a conversation as well. I don't suppose you've seen any baked beans in your travels. Or, I'm a useless cook. Do you think this is the right ingredient for curry? This is awful. So she's not really telling you how to do it. She said, go to the supermarket. There's people there.
Crack on.
The next one. A church. No, because I don't want to go out with a Christian. No disrespect.
It might not be a Christian. It might be a mourner.
Even...
Have a look at the obituary column.
Even if you're not religious, going to church is a great way to meet people. Don't assume everyone will be frumpy or misfits either. Mark Wahlberg, Justin Bieber, and the Jonas Brothers have fessed up to believing in God, and they aren't too shabby. Get there at least a half an hour before the ceremony starts. Don't dress like a prostitute.
Is that what it says?
No. Everyone knows everyone else. They're friendly, eager to introduce you to anyone you'd like to meet, and invitations to other church-related events will come thick and fast.
Yes, that's because it's kind of their job. To
And
make
why
you
are you
come
here?
again.
I'm horny. Really, really horny. And if I don't have sex in the next week, I'm going to get a blue badge.
Yeah, from the World Health Organization.
A fitness boot camp or the gym.
Oh, God. Told you when I was in the gym yesterday.
Yeah.
I was looking around, and my dad got me into going to the gym because he got vouchers.
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of pensioners are getting that now. From the GP, he's trying to make them...
Try and kill them off quicker.
No, trying to make them last longer, I guess. Spend my inheritance.
We don't really want that.
Anyway, so I was looking around the gym thinking, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dad.
There you go, you see. Go to the gym. Pheromone. Gym gear is revealing, so you get a preview of what they'll look like naked. And there's nothing sexier than watching a guy lift weights. Yes, there is. Pheromones are released along with perspiration, and there's plenty of sweating going on. Oh, geez. Well, then the next one's a running club, which is the same thing. The Tube. Now, I met a girl on the Tube. I met a girl on the Tube. Yes, anyone who lives here knows no one is supposed to strike up a conversation on the Tube, but people do, lots of them. If you catch the same Tube every day, you'll start to see the same faces pop up. Familiarity works in your favour. The more often we see someone, the more we like them. And theirs. People's personalities get the chance to shine through, and the guy you dismissed as not being tall enough starts to win you over with a cheeky smile.
Oh, in other words, you get less fussy.
If it's a chance encounter, you're travelling and you see someone who does it for you, you need to act fast. It takes guts and confidence to chat up a complete stranger, let alone do it in front of a carriage full of interested people.
Oh, God.
And the rejection factor is about 90%. They're gay, married, or just met the love of their life.
You just reminded me it happened to me.
Oh, go on.
This guy sat next to me, and he was a bit pissed.
Yeah.
This was when I was a student
You'd have to be.
coming back from Farringdon, so it was like about an hour's journey.
Okay.
And all the way home. And he was really loud in that way that people who are just a bit too drunk and don't realise it. And he was chatting me up all the way back, and I was trying to read my book, and he was, was that a good book then? Oh, is it French? Oh, I've been to France. And it was all this kind of stuff.
Okay, sounds like a nice guy.
And then he goes, so are you going to give me a number then? And the whole carriage was listening, and I went, no. And he said, you're joking, aren't you? I went, no, I'm really not. I just want to sit here and read my book, please. Oh, it was awful. But everyone in the carriage was laughing.
But him or you?
Well, because he was kind of obnoxious.
Oh, okay. If he's obnoxious, then screw that guy.
Yeah.
Well, don't screw that guy is the thing.
Well, I didn't.
But what have you got to lose? If they turn out to be the new lover of your best friend, get out of it by saying, I knew we'd end up friends. If you can get close enough to make discreet conversation, be direct. Say, hi, I hope this isn't creepy, but do you want to get a coffee sometime? I love anal. If you don't want to do it in front of people, I assume they mean the talking, not the anal, get off at their stop and tap them on the shoulder.
Oh, no. That's terrifying.
That's how I met a girl, and I went out with her for a few months. Yeah, that's how I met a girl. Tap her on the shoulder. Like I said, the chance of them saying yes is probably quite low, but at least you won't spend the next 6 weeks kicking yourself over what ifs. What do you reckon, Mo? Where's a good place to meet a partner?
I don't know, a restaurant?
A restaurant.
Restaurant. The worst place. Why is a restaurant the worst place?
I don't know, a restaurant is just like nice and quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're sat at a table. They're sat at a table having dinner with someone.
Do you mean you're meeting someone that you've already arranged to meet? We're talking about meeting strangers.
Oh, where to meet a stranger?
Yeah.
Toilets? Public toilets?
In town.
In town, okay, all right. Next one is a theme park. Theme park. So there's going to be like a single man just at a theme park. Yeah, that's not Nancy, is it? Single guy at Thorpe Park on his own, just out for a day out on his own. That's not weird.
I had a bit of a romantic time at a theme park once.
Every one of these you've got a story about.
I did.
What were you, 12?
No, I was about 15.
I don't want to hear your 15-year-old sexual encounters. A theme park. Exciting and dangerous situations boost levels of key hormones that are also responsible for making people fall in love at first sight. There's scientific evidence that riding roller coasters causes the body to release a hormone called phenylethylamine, which makes us feel euphoric. Did you know this, Mo? Mo's knocking one out. Mo?
Yeah.
Okay, you are, right. It's also released in large amounts when we meet someone we find attractive. That's why going on an exciting theme... Please stop that! That's why going on an exciting theme park ride bonds us easily to whoever we're riding it with. Stand in the queue solo and ask an attractive man if he'll ride with you because you're too scared to go solo. But there won't be an attractive man in the queue at Thorpe Park or Chessington World
Isn't there with
Adventures
his
on his
girlfriend?
own.
No.
Mo, what can we do for you tonight?
I was just calling in, innit?
Oh.
So I heard the headline about you, and I was wondering if I could ask you about it.
What headline's about me?
Just let me check it out, please. Let me read it to you, because I like to be precise, me.
Okay. Tonight, Mo, we finish at 1 o'clock.
You know, it's really quick.
When are these headlines from?
They're just on the newspapers. Apparently you called your callers, really dull.
Yeah, I did. And do you know why, Mo? Because I was speaking specifically about you. Yeah, I called the callers dull, and I was speaking dull, and I was speaking totally about you. Yeah, it's a cute little giggle. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello? Hello, Paul? Okay, it was kind of cute yesterday. It's a little bit dull tonight, and we couldn't hear it. Dear God, this is Talk Radio.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Hello, caller, you're on the radio.
Hello there, Ian. It's number 31 calling in.
That would be, hang on, number 28, 29, 30. That's June.
Be
That's June, isn't it?
June.
Yeah, number 31, yes.
Yes. I'd like to wish Catherine many congratulations on passing her test.
Oh!
What have you been thinking about, sir?
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's good. One up for women, Kath. One up for women.
It's one down for women, one up for men, because I passed it first. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you're so clever. You can pass anything first time, can't you?
But
you didn't pass it first time.
I didn't pass it first time, but I passed the
didn't
first.
pass it first time.
No, but I passed the first one first. No, I passed the first one. You're getting deeper in. I passed the first one first time. Catherine didn't pass the first one first time. She passed the second one first time. I passed the second one third time.
Oh, right.
Makes sense?
Okay.
Hey, I've just thought we've all done it. We've done it the same times.
Yeah, we've done it the same times.
Yeah. You've done it the same times. Oh, that's all right then. Well done, Catherine.
Well done, everybody. God bless us, each and every one of us. We're going to have fun now that we're legal.
That's been said before.
I can just imagine you two with your...
We're going to give you a backy, June. We're going to pass you while we're going down the motorway. We can go on motorways now. On those we can go on motorways. We're going to ride side by side, and you're going to swap from bike to bike on the motorway.
That's a bit clever. I was going to suggest that maybe you could tie your wheelchair to the bike, my wheelchair to your bike.
No.
In the middle.
Like a little sidecar.
Along like that.
And then if we break together, you go flying out and end up in a tree.
Well, in the tree or either on that or on the hard shoulder.
Oh, the shoulder will be very hard, June. Trust me.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Exactly, imagine it hard. Exactly, imagine a nice hard shoulder.
No.
June, you are absolute filth, but thank you so much for your call. We're taking calls straight to air for the last 10 minutes of the show. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh, there was a big, where is this? Violence erupted after a villager tried to storm a church tower during a bell ringing festival. Not only was Jeremy Brown 62, the girl I met on the tube was a bell ringer. It's not even an innuendo.
Campanologist.
No, she was a bell ringer. I don't camp about her at all. How dare you? She's a very nice lady. She was a bell ringer. She took me to see ringing the bells once. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
It's like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Not only was Jeremy Brown 62 enraged by the unholy cacophony, but he claimed one of the bell ringers had parked in front of his driveway. That makes more sense, guys.
So he thought he was goading him.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense, line one, doesn't it?
I spy with my little eye
Something beginning with W.
Is it in or out of the room?
In.
Window.
Oh, God.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
God it wasn't Willie.
He marched into St Peter's Church in the hamlet of Nos Mayo, Devon, as it hosted the annual event on Saturday and complained about the noise and irresponsible parking. Sorry, did you just burp then?
No, I don't.
It sounded like a burp, didn't it, line 2?
No.
Hello?
Yes. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, it's Nick. Ian?
Nick.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm having a few issues at the moment with my probation. They're trying to do some sort of half-assed psychopathy test on me.
Do what? A psychopathy test?
Psychopathy test.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you must know what that means, yeah?
Right.
And I've tried to complain, and I've been in touch. It's one of these third-type providers, you know. They don't work directly for the court. I'm on the probation service. I'm with.
Why don't you want them to do the? Why don't you want them to do the test?
Well, the thing is, I've seen my probation officer.
Yeah.
And I've asked her, and she has no qualifications whatsoever.
Right.
And the probation service needs to go back to how it was.
Okay, well that is going to happen at some point, but that's irrelevant to this. Why don't you want them to do the test?
Well, no, it's not a test as such. It hasn't even told
You used the word. I can only work with what Nick. I can only work with what you're giving me. And you said it was a test. So what is it, and why don't you want them to do it?
Oh, sorry. No. The individual concerned is trying to do it, and I can see it, and I've told them that they're being condescending and patronising.
Well, that's not good. That's not good.
It's true though. But now I've got to meet her manager next week, and my only other option is to get in touch with the police probation.
But so, what is it they want to do to you?
They're just messing with your head.
Right.
It needs to go back to being
and that's going to happen. And that's going to happen. It is going back to everything that they did with the privatisation. I think it is going back to it. I can't speed that up.
Oh, I know, buddy. I know. But
hang in there, man. Hang in there, man. You take care of yourself, brother. I'm doing all right. You take care of yourself, okay?
Take care.
Thank you, mate. All right. That was, that's a guy struggling. Let's go to line 2. Good evening, line 2.
Marijuana, don't try it at all. It's a lie. It's like beating your head on a wall. Say no way. Marijuana's a bad way to fall. You will pay, 'cause it's doing you no good at all. And you know, if you gamble with life, you can lose it. Gotta grow, 'cause your life is a gift, don't abuse it. And you know, if you gamble with life, you can lose it.
Okay, that's right. Don't gamble with life. That makes perfect sense to me. If you gamble with life, you can lose it. Yes, line 3.
Hi, how are you, Ian?
I'm losing the will to live with every syllable you utter.
Okay, so this says real quickly. We're getting the same old callers. It's great that you guys call in. It feels like the same handful of people.
Yeah, Mo, do you know what? I don't want to talk about that. That was ages ago.
What has changed, do you think, in the last few months?
What has changed?
What has changed?
Jeez, who is this? My therapist? Is my mum? Loads have changed.
So now you like callers?
No, not all of them. Take the hint.
No. Because Ian, like, when I was reading it...
Oh, you carry on reading it, Mo. I'm not here
I've
to
been reading
give...
it for like 2 months.
Flipping it, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's go to line 1. Good evening, line 1.
Hello, it's Chili Chris.
Chili Chris. Wash your hands before you go for a piss.
Hey.
Yeah. Just on a serious note, to chat to the dude who's having a bit of a bad time.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name. I'm sorry
It was
about that. Nick. I really have gone through quite a dark time, through my years, and as I'm sure you can relate to, Ian.
Yeah.
And I still currently have anxiety attacks and dark days and whatnot, but he can hold in there. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, it's worth just sticking with life and just giving everything a go, and maybe just go and explore some new things. And he'll be all right. The stuff gets tough, and it just kind of works.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. The wise words. I'm moving on just because we're coming to the last few minutes of the show, but thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. And you're right, Nick, you just hang in there, man. Hang in there. You got this. Thank you, Chris. Hello, line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello. Wanted to talk to you and say I'm incredibly sorry how rude I was last time I phoned in.
Who is this?
But also... Also wanted to speak
Who is
Chili
this?
Chris. Is Chili Chris still there?
Who? I don't know. Chili Chris has just gone. I don't know who this is.
Oh, no. Right, okay. What I wanted to talk about was chilies.
Who is this?
Okay, when you and
Why won't you just say who this is?
It's Sheila.
Oh, all right, fine. Why don't you say that at the start?
Okay, it's Sheila, but I'm so...
Yes, cheese.
I feel really awful for the last time I spoke to you.
I don't remember it, so don't feel awful. I don't even know what you said, so don't forget it. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, well, it's not gone for me because I spent a long time really upset about it.
But I don't even know what you said. So you need to let it go, because that's coming from you. That's not coming from us.
Yeah, it's me. I know.
Honestly, I've got no idea what it was. Whatever it was, it didn't offend us, didn't upset us at all. So you're making this up. So do your best to just breathe it out and let it go, because there ain't nothing.
I know, but that's what people are, aren't they? It upsets people more than you know. So
well, I don't know what that upsets people though, because I've got no idea what it was.
Okay, when Chili Chris phoned up,
yes,
what I wanted to say, love chilies.
Yes.
And you and Kath are doing this show in Dorset.
Yes. Yeah.
So my brother lives in Dorset.
Yeah.
And he played a big trick on me when I went there.
Uh-oh.
Bloody hell. The chilies they have in Dorset, you wouldn't think this, it's Dorset, that they're the most awful chilies you can have. So you must promise me this, when you go to Dorset with Kath,
yes,
have a Naga chili, a Dorset Naga.
A lager?
Naga.
A Naga?
No.
Is it a hot chili?
Naga. It is awful.
Why would I do that? Why would I go somewhere? Why would I go somewhere and have an awful food?
No, it's lovely.
You just said it was awful.
It's the biggest...
Did you just say it was awful?
Okay.
Is it lovely or awful, Sheila?
It's what you must have when you're in Dorset.
Why? Because it's awful.
Because that's what they're famous for.
Thank you very much indeed, Sheila. I'm really not having... Paul, you coming in? Pour us. We got a chair for you, look. You're
breaking the rules. It's not meant to be in here.
No, I know. Don't do it with us. We've got one more caller, then we're going to find out what's on Paul's show. Good evening, line 1. You're on the wireless. I don't know what that was. I don't. We're going to speak out. I couldn't hear what that was, so I don't know. I think I know what it was, but
I know what it was.
Can you put banned by that guy's number, because he calls in all the time? Paul, you're banned. Not you, Paul. You're not banned. But Paul, who called in.
That's happened before.
You're banned. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Paul, who just called in. You're banned, buddy. So forget that. Paul Ross is not banned.
Feel free to call me, though.
No. Paul, what you got for us?
On the show tonight, we're talking about amazing new research from America about the limits of human endurance.
Yes.
They followed these American runners who did over 140 days. They crossed America. They effectively ran a marathon a day, over 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
And they wired them up and hooked them up, and they compared it to other previous research they've done, and boy, are their faces red. Because these people, at peak fitness, optimum performance, were marginally less capable of maximum endurance than pregnant women. The average pregnant woman functions towards the end of pregnancy at the absolute limits of human endurance. Isn't that a melon twister?
These runners are just like lightweights.
And you know,
Nothing.
bulked up, and you know, one of them had a body fat ratio of 4% BMI.
Yeah,
which
I have no idea what that means.
Well, basically, if you're about 8% BMI, you automatically get a six pack. Whether you get exercise, or you're nothing but muscle, bone, and cartilage. One of these guys was 4%. A pregnant woman, possibly living in Slough, closer to the limits of human endurance.
What's that film where these three men run across the desert? They're like endurance runners, and they run across the desert, and then they get attacked by Nazis on motorbikes. Have you seen that?
I love the sound of it.
It's a TV movie.
It's just in your head.
No, it's a TV movie from the 80s. I saw it when I was about 15, and I managed to track it down a few years ago. It's like these Hells Angels sort of Nazis try and kill them.
Made for TV movie.
Made for TV.
Ooh.
If anyone knows, in the last 2 minutes,
it's a brilliant film like they're called The Naked Prey from the early 60s, starring a man called Cornel Wilde, and basically it's set in colonial African times. Yeah. And these guys get captured. Some are tortured to death, some are killed. And this guy, 2 or 3 of them, they just say, okay, run. If you can outrun us, you're free.
Oh,
and the whole film is
that.
a chase across the veldt. It's a brilliant movie.
When is that from?
It's early 60s. Cornel Wilde stars are called The Naked Prey.
I love stuff like
but
that.
But yours has got Nazis in it.
This has got Hells Angel Nazis, and the ending is... I'm not going to spoil it, because we'll find it. I think you enjoy it.
Can I say very quickly, congratulations, Kath. Well done for you.
She's a Hells Angel Nazi.
Rum rum.
No longer an L's Angel.
Hey! On that bombshell. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kathleen Boyle. We haven't got any guests tomorrow, have we? No. We're done. We're doing a busy week with the old guests. We'll have Katie Puckrik back next week to come do the thing. Don't forget, podcasts are plenty. There's 2 tickets left for the show in London. 2. IanLee.com/event is the place to go, and Belfast is starting to sell, I think. We will be back tonight at 10. Stay tuned. Coming up after 1 o'clock is Paul Ross on Talk Radio.
We are
Talk Radio.